goes back. Just keep making them snap it again. You got a chance.
You're going to meet Thompson. They're going for their 5th straight state championship game. You played them a couple of years ago in this spot. First of all, what makes them so consistent that you see them again winning and winning and winning, as you've done at Central Phoenix City?
I think that both of us, I think Mark would agree that there's this thing called players that have a lot to do with it, and both of us have been very fortunate with a lot of very good players. They've got them this year. We've got them this year. They've had a run of them. They're all over college. We've had a run of them. They're all over college. A lot of these guys going to be playing in the NFL, that kind of thing. You don't win without great players. I mean, that's just the way it is at all levels. It doesn't matter where you're playing. But I also think that Martin does a great job. I think they do a great job at Thompson with scheme and with coaching and with just the culture, the belief, knowing that they're going to walk out there and have a chance to win and finding a way to win. They've proven that that's what they're going to do. They have a lot of confidence in what they do and how they do it. Guys really know their system, know how to do it, been in it for a long time, and so the combination of very good coaching and very good players leads to a lot of wins, and that's what they've had over the years.
Patrick, is there any advantage to having extra time to prepare in 7A for that state championship game?
Might be disadvantaged, to be honest with you. Sometimes we create things that we don't need to be creating. You've gotten to this point by being who you are. So I think sometimes that when you have less time to prepare, you just have to be who you are. Let's go and play the game. And so sometimes you create too many things. I think that's probably what we did. The sort of a couple of mistakes we made last time. We create a few too many things instead of just going and being who you are, playing football. Instead of trying to be something that maybe you weren't all season because you're going to try to trick somebody. At this point, there's no tricks. I mean, you can either play or you can't. And it's going to be the best team that goes out and executes is going to win. So make sure we put our guys in the best position to go out and execute and let them go out there and play the game.
Is there one area of the game that you think will decide this game? Or sometimes we expect a defensive struggle and it becomes a shootout, or vice versa. But is there, in just maybe a quick glance again about Thompson, that makes you think this is the area we've got to step up?
No, I think it's football. I think it comes down to the exact same thing every week. Who can block, who can tackle, who doesn't turn the ball over, who doesn't give up the big plays, and on the flip side of that, who does create turnovers, who does make the big plays. It's football. There's not a lot of people try to make a lot more into it than what it really is. It's about guys going out there and playing, executing, putting them in a good situation to be successful. There's no magic formula to these things. It's and I think once again going back, I think that sometimes we put too much into that and think, we've got to do this, got to do that. No, you just got to go out and play the game, play the way you've been playing all year, and then just let it happen.
Well, again, congratulations to you and the Red Devils. Terrific season getting to this point. Good luck in the state championship game. He's Patrick Nix, head coach of the Central Phoenix City Red Devils. We'll see them against Thompson in the 7A state championship game.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate y'all, man.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this local break.
Before you buy your next new vehicle, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com. For the best prices on pre-owned vehicles, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
I'm Brad at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. To find your next car, truck, or SUV, visit us at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices and huge inventory, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Be sure to like our Larry Puckett Chevrolet Facebook page. Who knows, you could be our next winner.
Save time and save money at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns, locally and family owned with the best customer service. Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you?
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Okay, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap, and cheap tattoos ain't good.
Belt.
I don't wear seat belts. Might wrinkle my shirt.
That's okay. I'm sure they can iron it before the funeral.
What funeral?
Yours. Almost 70% of people who die in car crashes aren't wearing a seat belt.
Okay. There. You happy?
Just happy to be alive.
Seat belts. It's hard to live without them. Drive safe, Alabama. A message from your Alabama Department of Transportation.
Back at Bryant-Denny Stadium here on the campus of the University of Alabama. Tommy Wood along with Caleb Brooks as we are getting set for the Class 7A state championship game. The teams have been introduced. The hype video is playing. I don't know if you need a whole lot more hype in this stadium because, as you said, Caleb, this has been a collision course in the making since we started way back in early August. You kind of thought you might see these two teams, and now they're across the field staring at each other.
Yeah, I mean, this has been the matchup all year. Both of them have kind of had some games where it's maybe been up and down, but really throughout this playoffs, they've been dominant. And you look back, I did the Vestavia and Thompson game for the TV network on the first round of the playoffs, and Vestavia played with them for a little bit, but at halftime, you could tell Thompson made some adjustments. They pulled away from them. You look at 2 weeks ago there for Phoenix City against MGM. Came out the gates, they jump up 14-0. I don't know this for sure, but it kind of felt like, okay, hey, we don't maybe have to show everything tonight. We feel good about what our defense can do. They maybe held some things back for this week, and you're about to get the best that these two teams have to offer. These are the two teams that we've circled as the best all season long in 7A, and we're going to go find out which one is the best here tonight on Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Going to wrap up the Aldine pregame show. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the AHSAA Radio Network. Thompson Warriors entering the field, and let's talk very quickly. We're leading up to kickoff here in just a few moments, but let's talk, Caleb, about some of the individual stars that are in this game. And really, when you talk about these two teams, the talent level in the state of Alabama, these two teams pretty much really have no equal when you start talking about college prospects. Let's talk about some of those guys. First off, for the Thompson Warriors, only a junior, and that's going to be New Boy Fagans back there in the secondary. To me, he is, as one coach said, an NFL-type talent.
Yeah, I mean, he is. There's been multiple plays that I've gotten to see them this year where he's made them, and you just go, how does a guy in high school make those type of plays? His brother made some of those same type of plays. I can recall when we were at Jordan-Hare Stadium a few years ago, and there was a play right down the sideline. Guy's wide open. All of a sudden, his brother just comes across after playing a kind of cover 3 zone look and makes a play, and you just go, how did he get there in time? And he's similar, but maybe even better. And watching him and Cam Coleman match up tonight, that's going to be a very, very fun matchup. And there's going to be a lot of different college-level matchups that we see here tonight. But, the main one He's got a long time to go till he gets there, Tommy. Trent Seaburn there, though, the quarterback for the Thompson Warriors. That's a guy we'll have circled here tonight. 4 touchdowns in the state championship a year ago against Auburn. He's a year older. He's gotten a year better. And this year he really took control of that quarterback job there for Thompson.
Seaburn, 174 out of 237 for 2,388 yards. This is the amazing part to me when you talk about Seaburn, and we heard, Coach talk a little bit earlier. Coach Freeman was saying, hey, he's made better decisions this year. 25 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
It's just unreal numbers for a freshman. You don't see that type of stuff, and he's been doing it and playing really a half of a football game for the most part for this team. They've had some dominant victories this year, some games where he hadn't had to play the whole entire game. More than likely he's going to have to play the whole entire game here tonight, but look, this is his biggest challenge, and if he can go out here tonight and go and have the type of success he's had all season against a defense of this level, that's going to let every college coach and let every recruiter know, hey, this is the guy. You may see him start being put up there right in that number 1 quarterback in the country conversation, which he's already up there, but tonight could really solidify that with how he plays against this level of competition here.
A couple of good guys on the outside making some play. Colbin Landrew, 6'5", 190, only a sophomore. He is, when you start talking about the 2026 recruiting class, he will be on the eyes of a lot of folks.
Yeah, and not only out here in football, but in basketball as well. He's a big-time basketball player, big-time basketball recruit, and they kind of talked him into coming out and playing football. It's been a great thing from Coach Freeman and his company. Against Vestavia, the game I was talking about earlier, there was a play. They just threw the ball up, and they said, hey, we trust our 6'5" guy to go up and go get it better than your corner can go get it, and that's exactly what he did. And so you'll see them rely on him tonight, his size. There's nobody on this Phoenix City team that can match what he can bring from a size standpoint out there on the outside.
Well, folks, we are moments away from kickoff here in the Class 7A game and to kick off our 2023 Super 7 here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We'll take our final time out. When we come back, it is game time right here in Tuscaloosa.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this network break.
What value would you gain working with Lee Marketing Group? With 4 divisions under one umbrella, Sign Source, Lee Apparel, R&B Sports Media, and LMG Advertising Agency, Lee Marketing Group offers a comprehensive approach. From logo design, tees and signs, ad placement, and everything in between, LMG can handle it all. For ease of time, cutting-edge, results-driven marketing campaigns, think LMG. Lee Marketing Group, your comprehensive marketing solution.
Are you ready for Southern Union State Community College? You're gonna find the unexpected. The future is yours like you suspected. Your education's here and now. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is your life's proving ground. Are you ready for Southern Union State Community College?
For more than
back at Bryant-Denny Stadium around kickoff time. Thompson going to be kicking off from our left to our right. They are dressed in the silver pants, also the black jerseys with the red numerals and the white trim. On the other side, you got Central Phoenix City, the red pants, the white jerseys with the red numerals, and Central Phoenix City with the red headgear with the black and white trim. Back deep for Central, it's going to be number 15, Max Johnson, as he stands deep awaiting the kick from McGuire, who will kick it off from left to right. Good crowd on hand on this Wednesday night as we get things started. What should be a great 7 games over the next several days right here on the AHSAA Radio Network.
Yeah, Tommy, I mean, me and Bo talked about it during the week this week that all 7 games look to be pretty close. There's maybe a couple where you go, hey, if something here happens, something there happens, they could be blowouts, but we look for all 7 of these to be close as Thompson kicks this one out of the end zone to get us started. Phoenix City will start from their own 20 here to get the 7A play or 7A Super 7 here started here, Tommy, and get these first 7 games or get these 7 games of the week going. You can't ask for a better matchup than these two teams right here. The college-level talent and the execution that these two teams have shown all year. It's two dominant football teams that we have taken the field here tonight.
Drew Alford, the quarterback for the Red Devils, 6'1", 185. He is a junior. He's thrown for 3,384 yards. As he will line up in the shotgun set. Now they'll come up and change the play. Back there with him going to be Zach Simmons, 5'10", 180, a senior. He's a 3-star prospect, offers to Western Kentucky and UAB. And the first play will go to Simmons. He gets to the line, and that's going to be about it. The defense stands the test there for the Warriors. Hayden McDonald stacking it up in the middle, 5'11", 260, a junior. And nowhere to run for Simmons.
Yeah, I like the first play call there from Phoenix City, though. It's, hey, we're going to see which team's going to be more physical tonight. Thompson answered the bell there on that first play, but as the game goes on, that gets tougher and tougher. This is not the typical Thompson front that we've seen defensively or offensively, and so that may be what Coach Nix and company's looking to see is how much can they hold up to this as the night goes on.
This time they'll try it again. Simmons finds more running room. He'll go across the 25, out to the 27, maybe even the 28-yard line. He is shy of the first down, going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it's an offense that likes to go fast. So far they've used a lot of motion to try to get this Thompson team to move around. They put a guy in motion on that play. They run up the middle. The play before they moved the running back to the other side, ran the ball, now sets up a 3rd and short.
They'll set up the play, look to the sideline. As Alford joined by Simmons. He's got Coleman out to his right. So receiver to the near side looks to be Upshaw. They'll fake it, step back, looking deep. Upshaw is behind the defense. He'll make the catch at the 35-yard line. Break a tackle, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Into the end zone is Dalen Upshaw as he scores his 16th touchdown of the year off the arm of Drew Alford.
Great play design there. You know, look, it's 3rd down and short. A lot of people are thinking, hey, let's take away the slant. Let's take away this. You got the deep ball for the touchdown, but, Tommy, we do have a flag on the field, and this is coming back. Illegal lineman downfield against Phoenix City, and what a tough penalty here on the 3rd play of the game. We thought we had a huge chunk play to get this thing started, and instead they're going to bring it back. It'll be a repeat of 3rd down. It's going to be a lot tougher here for this Phoenix City team on 3rd down and long.
Had to be a quick offensive lineman to get down the field on a fade pattern, but nevertheless, it will move it back to the 23-yard line and brings up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, got the replay being shown. Let's see. And,
it's close.
You know, sure enough, number 73 was about 4 or 5 yards downfield when the ball was thrown, and good find there by the official to make the call. It's a tough call against Phoenix City, but it is the right call from the official. And so now it'll be 3rd down, about 7 coming up here for Phoenix City.
Alford, by the way, 44 touchdown passes on the year. He'll step back once again from the shotgun. Look, going to throw it deep again. Got his man, catch is made again, and then knocked out of bounds. Inside the 40 is going to be the man, Cam Coleman. A huge catch in double coverage, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Big 1st down for the Red Devils.
You can try to slow him down, but you're not going to stop him. He's too good of a wide receiver. That's why he's so highly touted. Texas A&M, Auburn, all these different teams that have wanted him. He's changed his commitment over to Auburn here recently. And if you're an Auburn fan, you've got to be very excited about what's coming your way in the product of Cam Coleman, the wide receiver here for Central Phoenix City.
1st down and 10 for Central Phoenix City at about the 37-yard line. Alford in the backfield. He's got Simmons back there with him. It's Simmons getting the call, bounces it outside, cuts it back in. He will take it into the 30-yard line. Looks like he will be walloped and dropped right there. And the stop made. Looks like Hicks in for the stop. He will pick up those 6 yards and leave 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you know, a lot's made of this passing game from Phoenix City. Obviously a quarterback at over 3,300 yards on the season, but they do have 2 running backs that are over 700 apiece. They do a good job of balancing out this attack, and they use that running game to set up a lot of this passing game. You have to honor that run game, and it makes it where you can't play back. You have to come up a little bit to take it away, and that gives these wide receivers a lot of opportunity down the field here for this Red Devil offense.
2 wideouts either way for Alford. He's got Simmons back there with him. He'll fake it and actually give to Simmons. He's hitting the backfield, falls forward, ball pops loose, scramble for it at the 33-yard line, and I believe Thompson fell on it. It looks like the Warriors have recovered, and they have. First down and 10 for Thompson.
Great play right there. Vinny Perez, the linebacker, looks like he may have gotten a hand in there late. Knocked it away, and the Thompson Warriors able to come away with the recovery. And what a change of events there for Phoenix City. Thought they had a long touchdown pass. They then get a long conversion on third down. The offense gets moving, and a big mistake there to get things started and allow this offense with Trent Seaburn to come out and start here from their own 33.
Warriors take over first down and 10. Seaburn in the backfield along with Green. He'll look to the side. He's got 2 wideouts right. 2 will go to the left. Loads up the shotgun and will take the first snap. Drop back, throw across the middle. Catch is going to be made right at the line of scrimmage. Slips one defender out across the 35 and falling forward to about the 38-yard line. A good run after the catch. Credit Deuce Oliver on that one.
Yeah, really good play to get things started, and that also helped your quarterback get in a little bit of a rhythm, a little short pass, get the completion, and get this offense moving forward.
Seaburn back again, throws it out in the flats. Catch going to be made. It's Green across the 40-yard line. He tries to power his way to the first down. Looks like he will have it depending on the spot out here at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, yards after contact going to be something to watch here tonight for this Thompson offense, especially when A.J. Green is out there getting the balls in his hand. He's a big running back, about 5'11", 205 pounds, and he uses every bit of that 205 pounds to lower that shoulder, break some tackles. You got to get him down at the point of contact. If you don't, it allows this offense to really do a lot of damage.
Same play, other side, caught on the far side by Green. He will hurdle one defender and take it out to the 49-yard line. Another good gain off the arm of Seaburn. Gain of about 5, possibly 6, brings up second and manageable.
Both these offenses working quickly. Thompson already to the line, and a lot of quick passes to get Seaburn in rhythm here to start this thing.
Another pass out in the flats. Catch is going to be made. Not a big gain on the play. Catch was hauled in out there by Oliver, but the stop immediately by Red Morgan, the Alabama commit.
Yeah, really good job of Morgan coming up, making the stop there. That really went for nothing. So about third down and 5 coming up here for this Thompson offense, and a big chance for Phoenix City and this defense to get off the field and get the ball back in their offense's hands, who outside of that fumble were really moving things.
Seaburn back to pass again. Going to look across the middle. It's going to be picked off. Threw that one into double coverage, and it's going to be a turnover on the other side. This time Central Phoenix City will get the pick. And the officials, though, conferring, did he haul it in? And get the indication. There's some confusion there, and it says that Thompson gets the reception. Now they're going to discuss it out here. It looked to me, I believe that was Cheslock that hauled it in.
I believe we have the ability to review every play here this week, Tommy. And if this one ends up being reviewed, and actually now, yeah, they've changed it, so it will be Phoenix City football. After looking at the replay, that was definitely Phoenix City ball. They came down with it, and just a great play over the middle that time there for Phoenix City by Brendan Core, the linebacker, only a 10th grader. And he just baited Trent Seaburn into that throw. Look, Tommy, we didn't see Seaburn make any mistakes here on this stage a year ago. Already in this game, both offenses have turned it over one time apiece. But this time, very dangerous here for Thompson as they give it to Phoenix City right on their own 44. Great field position to have the second drive get started. Now it looks like Coach Mark Freeman is going to challenge the play. But I'm telling you, Tommy, after looking at the replay, this may be a wasted challenge here from Coach Mark Freeman.
Yeah, he is going to throw the red flag, and it looks like he got pretty good distance on it as he hurled that out.
Ruling on the field was we had an interception by the defense. That ruling is being challenged by Thompson. The previous play is on the court review.
All right, let's see if this is a good challenge for Coach Mark Freeman. Again, back in coverage was Brennan Core. Looked like he pulled it in. I think the question is, I really don't know what the question is. Did he have possession or did he?
Yeah, there's not much of a question on this. He hauled it in. He got tackled as they went to the ground and they kind of rolled over. It looked like the Thompson player kind of pulled it away, but the play was already over at that point. He was on the ground. Looked like a clean interception from what I've seen on the replay. And huge play here early in this game. The big thing there for your Thompson, you say, look, it's unfortunate. We would have ended up punting it away. Maybe they punting them a little bit deeper. But at least it happened on third down.
Watch this play. It is he's over the top. He gets a hand in there, but only one hand. It's going to be an interception.
That's Phoenix City possession on the ground. It's pulled away very late. And again, just a really good play over the middle there from Brennan Core. Only a 10th grade linebacker, and he read the eyes of Trent Seaburn right there and was able to haul that one in. And exactly what the Red Devils needed after that turnover of their own there. They fumbled the football. And Tommy, when you look at the season that these two teams have had, nobody would have probably guessed coming into this game we'd have 2 turnovers in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, and Angel Jones that time with a great effort to try to rip the ball back for Thompson. But I think that this is taking a little longer than I anticipated. They are still under the tent. Now they come out. They get the ruling.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called interception. Thompson has been charged with a timeout. They will have 1 review challenge remaining.
So Central Phoenix City will take over at their own 43-yard line. First down and 10. Alford, the quarterback for the Red Devils. To his left, he will have Dylan Gentry. I believe that's Upshaw over here on the near side. Cam Coleman on the far side, as he will line up over there with Jacob Tenney. The give to Simmons. Simmons finds a little gap. He'll take defenders forward, pick up about 3 yards. Looks like 2nd and 7. Thompson defense stepping up big.
I think it's going to be tough sledding for both these teams trying to run the football here tonight, but you're going to have to run the ball in order to make both defenses honor the run at least enough to be able to throw the ball. These two offenses are going to have to be able to throw the ball in order to move it, but they've got to just run it enough to make each defense honor it. That's what you see from Phoenix City coming out, getting 3 there on the first play.
Back to pass. Going to be Alford. In trouble. Dumps it off. Catch is going to be made out there on the far side and being butted out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Is going to be Zach Simmons. That is good for another first down for Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, again, Joe, just a ton of speed in this game. That's a play that against a lot of other teams, it's getting maybe 10 more yards, and the closing speed on both sides is very impressive so far. Good job by Thompson to close in and at least hold that to about an 8-yard gain, but it was enough for a first down there for Phoenix City. They're already back in Thompson territory.
First down and 10. Alford from the shotgun will stop. Hand it off to Simmons. He flips it back. Going the other way with it is going to be Upshaw. Has to cut up the field. Makes one man miss. And he will somehow salvage about a 4-yard gain out of that, where he looked like he was in a lot of trouble back in the backfield.
Yeah, trying to see if this Thompson defense would come up a little bit and try to take things away there for Upshaw. Upshaw does a very good job of seeing that, hey, there's nothing open downfield. Don't try to force anything. Let's just try to get what we can. Sets up 2nd and 7.
Drew Alford on the year, 169 of 253. He's thrown for 3,384 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions for this Red Devil offense. This time he'll load up the shotgun, hand it off. Simmons had to do a little hop step in the backfield to avoid the first defender. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it, and bring up about a 3rd down. We'll call it a long 6, short 7.
Good job by the front there from Thompson. They took away every gap. Nowhere to go running the football there, and now you get this Phoenix City team where you want them. 3rd down 7, 3rd and long. Chance for these pass rushers to really pin their ears back, get after them. And the secondary knows what's coming as well. That makes it a lot easier to defend these guys like Upshaw and Cam Coleman out there as well.
3rd down and 7. Alford alone in the backfield, takes the snap, steps back, throws across the middle, and going to be incomplete. Tried to find a crossing route there. It looked like that one was intended for Upshaw. And just unable to connect. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And I think if you're Coach Patrick Nix, you're going to go for it here. You're kind of in no man's land.
Yeah, I was wondering if they would maybe just try to punt them deep here, get it inside the 10, control field position. you're at least going to see them try to draw them off sides on this play. Play clock starting to run down, under 15 seconds now. We'll see if they try to get them to jump or if they actually run a play here on 4th and 7.
Coleman to the right side, got one-on-one coverage. Alford steps back, going to throw it at the opposite side, and down there it's going to be picked off inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. Just as good as a punt, the interception, but again another turnover for Central Phoenix City. And hauling that one in, trying to get the number there. I believe for Thompson, may have been Caleb Harris. Hard to pick it up.
Yeah, can't tell the number on the play. For those that don't know that are listening, Thompson's got black jerseys with red numbers on. It makes it a little bit more difficult to see.
They put them close together, don't they?
Yeah, so couldn't tell who it was, but the coaches are over there telling him, hey, great job. We'd love to see you knock that down, though, and us get the ball up near the 40. That worked out very well there for Phoenix City on that play.
Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take the break as well. No score here. Thompson and Central Phoenix City in the 7A state championship game.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this network break.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience, is very involved in giving back to our community. Our employees offer top-notch customer service with superior product knowledge, no matter the size of the job. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply have you covered.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Before you buy your next new vehicle, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com. For the best prices on pre-owned vehicles, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
I'm Brad at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. To find your next car, truck, or SUV, visit us at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices and huge inventory, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Be sure to like our Larry Puckett Chevrolet Facebook page. Who knows, you could be our next winner.
Save time and save money at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
At Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center.
From our home base right here in Birmingham, Alabama.
We are here treating patients from every generation.
From our local community.
From the state of Alabama.
Across the United States.
And from around the world.
As respected industry leaders,
we are here working hard for you.
Utilizing the most advanced technology.
In an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine.
At Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center.
Class 7A state championship game. Thompson Warriors, Central Phoenix City Red Devils. We are scoreless here with 5:26 left in the first period. A couple of turnovers for the Red Devils. One turnover for Thompson. And right now, Thompson going to start first down and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Phoenix City doesn't mind that turnover. They would have Thompson's coaches would have much rather them knock that down instead of trying to catch it. And so now they are backed up. Worked out just like a punt as they start from their own 7.
First run of the game, hands off left side Green. He is chopped down as he crosses the 10-yard line. He'll fall forward to about the 12.
Yeah, Tommy, A.J. Green's been impressive all year. It started in game 1 over Opelika, ran the ball very well in that game, also ran it very well against Vestavia in their first-round victory here in the postseason, and they get him going here on this second drive of the game.
Sebring throws the out route, caught at the 20-yard line. Going to be hauled in across the wing. Looked like that was number 10. Hard to pick up over here across the field. Obviously, our vantage point may not be considered the best, but yes, that is pulled in by Angel Jones. Didn't have to fall through a defender or pull it away from him that time. Good throw by Sebring and a first down and 10 for the Warriors. This time, going to be Green up the middle. He'll find a little gap. Take it out to the 24-yard line. Stop made on the inside that time.
Yeah, Tommy, I've done 2 other Thompson games this year, the Opelika game, Vestavia game, as I mentioned, and it's the fastest I've seen them work early in the ball game so far. They're getting up to the line, getting the play called, and trying to snap the ball quickly.
Back to the running games. Green got a little bit of grass that time. He'll bring it out across the 25, maybe the 28-yard line. And the stop made on the inside that time by L.J. Williams. Seaburn to the air. Left side. Catch made. Breaks it on the outside. 40, 45, midfield. He'll take it to the 45-yard line. Just breaks a tackle. And the yards after catch will take Thompson into Central Territory.
Yeah, it looked like an RPO right there from Trent Seaburn. Does a great job of seeing that there was nobody right there with his wide receiver. Quick play out there again to Angel Jones. Angel Jones with a spin move and able to now get it in Phoenix City territory for the first time tonight.
Seaburn with 2 wide outs to either side. This time he'll step back, throw it deep, and miscommunication there. His receiver on the far side, and that's Colby Hearn, thought he was going to settle in at about 14 yards, and the pass goes out of bounds, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Tommy, you know, I hope that you understand how much trust you have to have in a 9th grade kid to run RPOs the way that Thompson's doing right here, and that's what we've seen so far, and he's doing a great job of making those choices, but right there, the first time we've really seen miscommunication between Trent Seaburn and one of his wide receivers there. As he threw it long, wide receiver was coming up short. And so now you get in a 2nd and long situation. That's where this offense does not want to be.
Seaburn back to pass as he will escape the first defender, hit and be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The stop made on the inside, that time by number 45. Was that Core that gets the stop? No, actually 44.
Yeah, it's Tristan Lyles there. Good job by the DN. Only a 10th grader as well. This is a young Phoenix City team. You know, one of the things that was kind of shocking to me, Tommy, when we got these rosters was how small the Phoenix City roster was. We're used to seeing a group that's got 140, 150 kids on it, but they've got a lot of young guys that have a lot of good football ahead of them.
3rd down, we'll call it about 10 and a half. Seaburn back, runs the screen too high, almost picked off, and did he haul it in? Off of the ricochet, nope, couldn't pull it in. Great diving effort that time by Cheslock, but he couldn't pull it in. Brings up 4th and 11, and it will be punting time for the Warriors.
Yeah, this will be our first punt of the ball game. Both offenses have turned it over each of their first 3 possessions. You almost had 4 for 4 there on that play. I don't mind the play call. You're trying to get Deuce Oliver the football in space and let your playmaker make a play. But that time, you can kind of tell early, Seaburn's had a couple of good passes. He's had a couple of passes where it may be a little bit too hard, a little bit too high for his guy. And he's still got to settle into this football game. We'll see now if Thompson can flip this field position and pin Phoenix City deep.
McGuire going for the corner. Going to hit at the 20-yard line. Rolled at about the 20, at the 15. Now actually inside to about the 14. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Central Phoenix City. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Red Devils as they'll take over deep in their own territory.
This has been a fast-paced football game to get things started. Even though there haven't been any points, Tommy, it's kind of like a basketball game. I mean, just back and forth, all the way down the field. Phoenix City kind of started down here, backed up in their own territory for their first drive with the touchback. But now this is their worst field position on their own 14 to get their 3rd drive of the night started here.
2:45 left here in the first period. No scores. Central Phoenix City and Thompson for the Class 7A title game. Alford in the backfield as he will take it. Leave it on the left side. A gap across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. On the scamper that time, Tristan Williams. As he gets close to 1st down yardage, looks like he will be shy by about a yard. So a 9-yard gain sets up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, you know, that run's a good example, though, of what the night's going to be like running the football. It looked like he had a lot of open space. And even though a 9-yard run is a good run, still was able to get tonight for both these offenses.
2nd and 1. You got Cam Coleman out to the right side. They're giving him about an 8-yard cushion. Trying to keep him from going deep, but they'll go with a handoff again. 1st down yardage and more. Bulling through defenders across the 30-yard line.
Nice run there by Phoenix City. 2 straight runs now, and they've gotten it out all the way to their own 32-yard line. 18 yards in the last 2 plays, starting to find a little bit of room up the middle, and that's going to make Thompson have to squeeze a little bit more, which will start to open up some things there on the outside.
They'll line up here on 1st down and 10. This time Alford takes it, steps back, looks, throws it out in the flats. Catch is going to be made. What a route by Coleman. He'll haul it in. He's across midfield, and Coleman will take it into Thompson territory to the 45-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds. That time he went out, sold the in route, just a little pivot move, and broke to the sideline. A well-thrown pass by Alford.
Great route there by Coleman on the outside, but I'll tell you, that ball was perfectly thrown there by Alford, right on the outside where his guy could get the ball and only his guy. and that sets up Phoenix City. Look, they've been able to move the ball so far. They've just got to take care of it.
86 total yards. Check that, a 106 total yards for Central Phoenix City. Now throw across the middle is going to be caught at about the 35-yard line, inside the 30 and down to about the 33-yard line. Pulling that one in is going to be Dylan Gentry. And it's another first down for the Red Devils.
Only 27 catches, but over 500 yards on the season. He's their big play, big hitter guy that they have there in the slot. And that time he is wide open over the middle. Really good job there by Drew Alford to find him. And the first two running plays have really started to open up these passing lanes here for this Phoenix City offense.
Back to the run it goes. Going to be Williams. He will fight through the first defender, take it inside the 25-yard line, down to about the 23. Running on the left side behind Eric Scribner at 6'2", 290, and Mal Waldrop, 6'5", 295. Both of them are juniors.
Yeah, still about 4 yards in that play. Clock is ticking. We're at 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Still ticking down. We're under 30 seconds now. Phoenix City looking to get a play. They will have to snap it at least one more time here before we end this first quarter, but they've moved this ball from their own 14 all the way down to the Thompson 23 now.
This time back to the run. Nope, faking it, stepping back. Going to be looking, throws it out in the flats, and going to be hauled in for a first down. That's Cam Coleman. He's got first down yardage, stepping out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Actually, let's see if it's even closer to the goal line, about the 14. First down and 10 for the Red Devils.
I mean, Cam Coleman's running some very crisp routes right now so far, and he's doing a good job of getting these DBs moving backwards and then breaking down and coming back towards the football. Good first down play there. 11 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter, and it looks like Phoenix City's changing things up here at the line of scrimmage.
Coleman to the near side. To the far side is Upshaw and Gentry. In the backfield is Williams. And timeout is called by Central Phoenix City, as we were again looking for the final play of the first period. So you burn a timeout with 11 seconds left on the clock.
Trying to get the right play. I think Coach Nix knows scoring's going to be at a premium with these two defenses here tonight. When you have a drive going like they do right now, you better make sure, hey, let's not do anything where we try to save a timeout or save whatever to, and then end up turning it over or making some kind of big mistake. And you got things rolling the way they do right now. Keep it rolling. And they want to try to get this in before the quarter ends, before Thompson gets a chance to really go over to the sidelines and catch their breath. And, Tommy, we're really starting to see what Drew Alford can do with his arm.
Doing great here in the first period. He's thrown for 100 yards already, total of 140. They've got 40 on the ground and 6 first downs to just 3 for Thompson. So Central Phoenix City moving the ball very well on all their drives that have resulted in turnovers at the very end, those. So right now, first down and 10. And they're going to mark it at about the 14-yard line. Burning that timeout, we've got one more snap that should be the final play of the first period. Alford going to be in the backfield along with Williams. They'll send Gentry and Upshaw to the right, Cam Coleman to the left. In the slot, again, keeping Jacob Tenney. Going to be the handoff left side, breaking 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 10-5 into the 2-yard line. Running hard is going to be Tristan Williams. He will be stopped shy of the goal line. It will stop the clock with 1 second left, and it's going to be first and goal from the 1 for the Red Devils of Central Phoenix City, and they have marched their way down to the 1-yard line. And that will be the final play of the first period. So the Red Devils are knocking on the door as no one has scored to this point. We are scoreless at the end of the first. It's Thompson. It's Central Phoenix City for the 7A state title here from Bryant-Denny Stadium.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this local break.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you?
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Hey, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns. Locally and family owned with the best customer service. Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
And most importantly, we know that our success starts with yours. Let's get started today. Learn more at cadencebank.com. Cadence Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
After one, we're right back where we started, scoreless. However, Thompson trying to come up with a defensive stop here, facing Central Phoenix City, who has marched down and have it first and goal, they'll say, from the 2-yard line as they march 98 yards to the other end. And again, stats from the first period, the Red Devils with 152 total yards, Thompson with 64. First down, 7-3 in favor of the Red Devils. And they've been able to find something behind the line of Josh Sumbry at center, 6 foot 295. Also Caleb Tarver, 6'1", 300. Ben Apaya at 6'2", 275. E.J. Wilson comes in as a tight end or an H-back. And at 5'10", 190, he's able to find some good blocking territory there as well. This time, left side, it's Williams. And the Red Devils are on the board. Touchdown, Central Phoenix City. Just a power play off the left side. Good blocking at the point of attack. And into the end zone goes Tristan Williams for our first score.
Really good drive there by Phoenix City. I mean, 86 yards. They go all the way down the field with ease. And first offensive drive, really, of this game where we hadn't had a turnover or almost turnover by either team. And you see the difference. When Phoenix City takes care of the football, they're dangerous. They're tough to stop. And they got it going on both sides right there, running the football and throwing the football. Really good drive to get on the board first and strike first here against this Thompson team, which is exactly what you want to do, Tommy. You know, when you're playing against a team like Thompson, who has had the type of history they've had over the last 5 years, they've made it 5 straight, they've won 4 of them. You got to come be the aggressor. You got to go take it to them. It's exactly what Phoenix City was able to do there on that offensive drive.
Dylan Gentry's extra point is good, and Central Phoenix City leads 7-0 over the Thompson Warriors. Talk about that drive. Very impressive. And Central, again, after the punt,
I'll tell you
take it in the 8 plays, 86 yards, 2:49 off the clock.
I'll tell you something we didn't really talk about and consider much either going into this game, Tommy, is, you know, last year when Trent Sebring came in, there was no pressure. Nobody really knew about Trent Sebring. I mean, he had played some, and we knew, hey, there's an 8th grader that plays some quarterback for Thompson. But when you do what you did last year on this type of stage, all of a sudden this year people kind of have expectations for you. And we're seeing Trent Sebring now have to come out and kind of deal with some of these expectations, deal with having a little bit of pressure on him. So going to be very interesting to see if maybe he settles into this game a little bit more here for Thompson as we continue on here now that we're into the second quarter. And he's gotten a chance to get out there, get hit a few times, and really get things going.
Extra point up and good. Again, 7-0 our score. Red Devils now to kick it off. Going to be taken in at about the 8-yard line. Looking for running room across the 15, 20. Slips a defender there. And out to the 24-yard line. That's where that Thompson will start. First down and 10 on the return that time. It's Deuce Oliver bringing it out. So first down and 10. Thompson going to try to answer here.
And they need to answer because we've seen throughout this season when this Phoenix City offense gets going, it's hard to stop it. They get that rhythm. They get that momentum. They've got it right now. It's going to be up to this Thompson team to really answer that and kind of put a stop to that and see if they can go get a drive of their own.
They'll open up with a running game. Nothing doing. Crashing into the backfield. Big stop that time. And that's going to be Tristan Lyles, who just in the backfield tracks down Green and drops him on the spot. Again, a loss of a couple of yards, maybe even 3. We'll call it 2nd and 13.
You know, at some point in this game, Tommy, we're going to have to see Trent Seaborn keep the football on some of these run plays, because right now Phoenix City, they're not honoring him. They're on the outside. They don't think he will run the football much, and so when you have these straight handoffs, they're just crashing off the edges.
Back to pass is Seaborn. Got pressure, rolls to the left side. Going to stop now, throw it out here. Got a man too tall. Trying to find the receiver sitting here at about the 37-yard line. And unable to pull that in is Colby Hearn, just too tall for him.
Well, and that's one of the differences. You know, a year ago, Auburn just kind of allowed Trent Seaborn to sit in the pocket and just deliver passes left and right. That's why you had the type of numbers he had so far in this game. This front here of Markel Green, Isaiah Fega, Calvin Southall, and then Jalen Southall as well. They're getting after Trent Seaborn. They're forcing him to move his feet, and all of a sudden he's throwing a little bit high, throwing a little bit low, and he's not in near the same of a rhythm as he was a year ago.
Good run by Green. He slips the first defender, bounces it outside, but we've got a flag on the play back at the 20-yard line. He was able to fall forward for a gain of about 5. Let's see if it's a holding. That's in the area that you normally see that. Actually, the indication is against Central Phoenix City. So let's wait and get that call. Again, it was out on the perimeter.
5-yard face mask foul on the defense. Penalty is 5 yards added to the end of the run. Replay 3rd down.
Still leaves 3rd down for Thompson. But now it's 3rd and 3. That moves it out to the 32-yard line. Thompson facing 3rd down and 3. 2 receivers go to either side. Seaborn back there with Green. He'll go to Green. Bounces it once, then cuts it back. It's going to be close. I think he needed to get to the yard line.
He had to get 35. He's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, he's going to be at about the 34. It's going to bring up 4th and a yard, and Thompson's going to be forced to punt it away. Unable to get that to rattle the chains. And now the Warriors are forced to punt the football away again. So McGuire will come in, and he will punt it. Averages about 43 yards per punt. Back deep at the 30-yard line. Fair catch going to be called for. He will haul it in. Nope, drop it. It's going to be recovered. It goes through the hands and is recovered by Thompson. That time, unable to hang on, is going to be Owen Key. It went right through the wicket. And now Thompson with excellent field position.
That's one way to flip field position. You know, Tommy, I was wondering if Coach Freeman would maybe go for it there. I mean, they had, they ran it successfully a couple of times. They choose to kick it away, and that time, I mean, great job by the gunners and the covermen for Thompson to get down there. They had 3 guys standing right there beside him as he was trying to haul that in. You could see they were saying some stuff and trying to, get his focus off the ball. Next thing you know, it goes right through his hands. And already 3 turnovers in this ball game for Phoenix City. We'll see if that comes back to bite them.
D'Amico Tab with the fumble recovery. Going deep is Seaborn, and it's broken up at the last minute down at the goal line.
Well, that was not a good throw there by Trent Seaborn. He underthrew that one. He had his man. He had beaten his guy. And if he just throws that one more towards the E there in the end zone where it says Crimson Tide, you probably have a touchdown. Instead, he underthrows it, forces his receiver to have to slow up and come back to it, and that allows the defender to then get in and make the play. So a better throw there from Trent Seaborn would lead to a touchdown. Thompson may go back to that one saying, hey, we had something here. We just need better execution from our players.
Tried to hit Landry at 6'5". This time it's across the middle and going to be incomplete. Tried to catch his man going across the middle, and Jones couldn't haul it in. Takes a pop anyway. Now 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, one of the things you're seeing, though, Tommy, here early in this game is this Phoenix City defense is forcing Thompson to speed everything up. Everything's got to be quick. I don't know that they've really been forced into this all season. That includes playing against Clay Chalkville. You can just kind of tell the speed of the game is a lot different for Thompson right now. They're trying to get a little bit ahead of themselves, and the execution is just not there.
Seaborn back to pass. Going to throw the fade down there again. Double coverage and going to be incomplete. Tried to find his man on the far side. That was the same play they ran that they missed on 1st down. And it Draws up blanks on third down as well. Leaves fourth down and 10 now for the Warriors at the 35-yard line of Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, and you're kind of in no man's land. You could choose to make first down, and after the must punt, they have not moved the ball at all here. Here's their chance on 4th and 10.
Seaburn looking, throws a little out route, caught out there and brought down immediately at about the 27-yard line.
Gonna be short.
And that is shy of the first down. Catch made out there by Deuce Oliver. But how about that defensive stand for Central Phoenix City after the muff punt?
You know, an interesting play call. It looked like that was something Thompson felt like they maybe could get Phoenix City. They had set it up the position, but a little short of that first down marker. Good job by Phoenix City of keeping everything right there in front of them. And now a chance to go and try to take a two-possession lead here in this game, which really could be huge with the way these two defenses have played so far.
First down handoff goes on the left side, and that's going to be Simmons. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the pop there is going to be Vinny Pyers and also Tyler Hicks. 7-0 our score. Central Phoenix City leading over Thompson here in the Class C. Joining us here on the AHSAA radio. Back to pass. Alford. No pressure. Now gets a little bit. Comes to the near side. Rolling out. Going to tuck it and get to the boundary and step out of bounds. Let's say at about the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a yard. Sets up a third down. We'll call it about 7 yards to go for Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, Tommy, I mean, it's just college-level speed on this field right now. I mean, you don't see many linebackers at high school that can close in that fast on a quarterback, roll it out. And it looked like he had a ton of space. We've seen Phoenix City convert on a couple of these so far tonight. If they can convert here, you feel like with where they've, what they've done over these last two drives, they'll kind of get in rhythm and start moving this football.
Empty backfield, back with Alford, and before the play, we have a whistle and we will take the break as well. No keeps here from the first half so far. It is really Central Phoenix City has dominated the stat lines here in the first half, and again leading 7-0 over Thompson. Try to take a look again. 158 yards total for Central Phoenix City, only 77 yards, so they've doubled the offensive output so far for Thompson.
Yeah, I mean they've moved the football fairly easily throughout most of this game so far. They have a shot, but could be a little bit different game if they don't fumble that football there from their own side of the field. Would have gotten it a little bit earlier in this quarter. You have a little bit more momentum. Even though they ended up getting the stop, it kind of hurt some of the momentum I think they had built up offensively. And so a big third down and long coming up for both these teams. For Thompson, you have to find a way to get off the field right here, get the ball back in your offense's hands. And, if you're Trent Seaburn, you got to find a way to get something going here for this offense on this upcoming drive if your defense can get a stop. But on the other side here for Phoenix City, if you get the first down, you got to feel like their mindset is, hey, if we can get it here, we feel like we can continue moving it and continue getting in that rhythm and move it all the way down the field here against this Thompson defense.
Red Devils with 3 turnovers here in the first half, still leading 7-0. Empty set, back, here comes pressure, throwing it deep, intended for Upshaw, but it's going to be picked off. Intercepted, the 4th turnover. It pops loose as they hit the ground. Let's see what the officials say. Incomplete pass is going to be the ruling. Incomplete pass as Fagans had both hands on it, couldn't haul it in. It's going to bring up 4th down now, and Central Phoenix City going to have to punt it away.
Oh, great play there by Dylan Upshaw to just turn into a defender right there. 6'2", 175. He's already got offers from Auburn, Florida State, Florida. You're going to hear his name a lot over the next year. There at the wide receiver position, very similar to Cam Coleman, and he does a great job right there as Fagans had his hands on the job by Upshaw to turn into a defender. Dangerous man back there in Deuce Oliver.
High snap to Fryerberg, gets out, blocked. It's going to be blocked by Thompson. It's going to be recovered just outside the 10-yard line, and now here's Thompson knocking on the door.
For 7 at some point in the postseason. Hadn't really happened up to this point. They didn't really need a big special teams play against Vestavia. Didn't need a big one against Hewitt-Trussville, but they get one here exactly 11 and a chance to tie this football game up here in the second quarter. And in a first half that really Phoenix City has outplayed Thompson for the most part.
The snap was high, threw the timing off. Pyers came in unblocked. And now Thompson with excellent field position. They'll give it off to Green. Green kind of gets into a sea of a half, bringing up 2nd down. And
had so much success this year It's very hard to run the football against this front seven, and they've shown that so far with how they've bottled up A.J. Green, who has really been able to run on everybody throughout this year.
They'll try it again with Green left side. Wow, he takes a pop at about the 8-yard line. My goodness, what a shot from the other side. Comes with a knockout blow, but it's going to be a gain of 2 more. Sets up 3rd down. We'll call it 6. And Thompson in the hurry-up mode. They'll send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Seaburn in the backfield along with Green. On the outside, he's got Landrew to his right. Oliver in the slot. And on the near side is Hearn. 3 good targets. This time, handoff to Green. He'll fight inside the 5. Going to be stopped at about the 3.5-yard line. Tough sledding against that Central Phoenix City defensive line.
And I'll tell you, you wouldn't run it right there, Tommy, on 3rd down and about 7 unless you planned on going for it on 4th down. Well, looked for a second like they were going to keep the offense out there. Now it looks like they're sending out the special team. So kind of a surprise call there now, in my opinion, because, you know, normally you would run it on 3rd down if that means you're going to go for it on 4th. They kept the offense out for a minute. Now they run the field goal team out on late. We'll see if they can cut this to a 7-3 game.
McGuire with the kick. It is up, and it is good. 6:55 left in the first half. Our new score, Central Phoenix City 7 and the Thompson Warriors 3. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Again, the Class 7A State Championship live from Bryant-Denny Stadium.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this network break.
Putting together a winning drive
3rd and long from the shotgun.
Takes focus, determination.
There's the snap, dropping back.
And that powerful form of energy.
Scrambles to his right, looking downfield.
Called belief.
Launches it toward the end zone.
That belief in a team, in a community of fans, in each other.
Touchdown!
That powerful energy connects us all. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of football across the state. Power for a better Alabama.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
Are you ready for a real education that fits your life? The 24 colleges of the Alabama Community College System offer real degrees in real campus life. Full-time or part-time, there are options for everyone, from adult education and certifications to degree programs and workforce training. Experience real-life education at its best, your version of success in your community on your time. Visit accs.edu and begin your journey at your local community college.
Back in T-Town, Bryant-Denny Stadium, a 7-3 lead for Central Phoenix City. And thank you for Coach Mark Freeman. You're just glad to see that goose egg off the scoreboard. And again, cutting into that lead after the 20-yard field goal from John McGuire.
It was an interesting decision. I guess his thought process, you get granted a gift, you get the ball at the 11, and you run it 3 straight times. You don't allow Trent Seaburn to make a play. You don't allow him to throw it up to Colbin Landrew, who's at 6'5", 190. It's just that one kind of surprised me right there, Tommy. I thought that we would see this Thompson team be a little bit more aggressive down there by the goal line, but they do get some points on the board. They kind of get the momentum a little bit back on their side, but very, very important drive in this ball game, because Phoenix City can go down and make this a 2-possession game. All of a sudden, you see a little bit of pressure starting to mount on Trent Seaburn, a little bit of pressure starting to mount on this Phoenix City offense, this Thompson offense. I know they've been in this situation before, but they hadn't been down double digits to a team like this right here. And so this is a very, very important possession of this football game coming up right here as they kick this thing off.
And the kick will go into the end zone, so it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 3 turnovers for the Red Devils here in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's held them back. If they can take care of the front, but the other two have been big ones. And you get a punt blocked on your own end. That's right after you break up an interception. You know, you look back at it now, they'd have much rather just had the ball intercepted, but you've dropped a punt, you've had a punt block, and yet you're still up 7-3. And so that's got to be the encouraging thing for Coach Pat Nix and his group.
Alford goes back to the running game to Williams. He's got the corner, 30-yard line, 35, near sideline to the 40, 45 midfield. He will take it into Thompson territory and knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Fagans comes over and makes the stop, but not before a huge gain from Tristan Williams.
You look on the replay and just nobody for Thompson set the edge right there. Everybody crashed inside because Phoenix City had not really had any plays that had busted out to the outside. Everything had been up the middle, and they picked the perfect time to have a play up the middle. They squeezed everybody, and a great job right there by Simmons to bounce to the outside and find a lot of running room, and they're already back into Thompson territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Alford in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Williams again. Williams, following his blockers, gets into the line and going to be met there at the 45. He will fight forward for another yard to the 44-yard line, but getting up from the bottom of the pile for Thompson is going to be number 14, Quandarius McCall. Gain of about 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. 6 minutes remaining here in this first half. 7-3 the score. Red Devils leading over the Thompson Warriors. Alford this time hands it off, looking for running room. Going to be Williams. He's going to be chopped down. He'll fall forward for another couple of yards. And you talk about these coaches. Mark Freeman, 25th season as a head coach, 258 and 56, 94 and 19 at Thompson. And get this, 10 of those losses were in his first 2 years. 9 losses since that time.
I mean, really, the only guy that's been more impressive than him over that time period is Paul Benefield at 5.
Yeah.
It's the only guy. So it just shows what he's done. Doing it at the highest level has just been amazing.
Alford looking deep, now throws in the flats, going to be incomplete. Intended for Coleman. Coverage out there, well done by Jaden Brown.
Really good job by Jaden Brown. And look, credit to the officials as well. They let a little bit of contact go right there, but you got to let that go at this level. You know, these are 2 college-level football players going at it out here. You got to let them play like they're at the college level. And I thought a really good job of the officials swallowing the flag there, let them play. Not a bad throw there by Alford. He put it where only Cam Coleman could catch that ball, but really, really good job there defensively. But now you have to do it again here on 4th and 5.
Conversion down here, and Alford drops back, throws it down the middle. Catch is going to be made inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, and that is going to be Dylan Gentry on the haul in, and a first down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, what a tight window that Alford fit that ball in right there as well. You had 2 defenders right there in the same vicinity. One of them crossed over, and as soon as he crossed, that ball fit right in behind him there to Dylan Gentry. And Gentry had to kind of reach behind him to catch that as well. A nice job of hauling that one in, keeping this drive moving. They're all the way down to the Thompson 27.
Alford going to give it to Williams. Williams up the middle, finds a gap, fights through defenders, and he'll take it to the 21-yard line. Williams, we saw Simmons early, and now it's been Williams, and he's finding success up the middle of that defense, and that will be another gain right there of 6.
Well, you just don't see this often, Tommy, but right now the more physical team is Phoenix City. And normally it is the Thompson Warriors. It's a Mark Freeman coach team, but right now Phoenix City's taking the physicality to this Thompson group, and they've been able to move them up front. They've, on the other side of the ball, they've not allowed very many rushing yards, and they're winning the battle on their offensive and defensive lines here throughout this ball game.
Williams again gets the call, looks to the outside, got the corner. He's to the 15-yard line, inside the 15 to the 10. He will fight his way into the 9, carrying about 5 defenders to the 8-yard line. Again, it is Tristan Williams on the carry.
Thompson had about 2 guys try to reach in and rip that ball away. Does a good job of holding on to that one. He gets them now in a goal-to-go situation. It'll be first down and goal-to-go there from the 9. So they got 9 yards to get here. They got 4 downs to get it. I don't think you're going to see them settle for a field goal. I think you'll see Phoenix City have 4 downs right here to get 9 yards and stick this in the end zone and take a 2-possession lead here over Thompson.
Alford with the shotgun. He'll leave it off again for Williams. He'll break a tackle at the 5 and walk into the end zone for another Red Devil touchdown. He has been tough in this ball game. I've got him with 11 carries for 101 yards. And he didn't even start the game. 13-3 the score. The Red Devils with the lead. Ethan Paul on for the extra point. He's hit 64 out of 67 on the year. The left-footed kicker will try to put the Red Devils up by 11. That kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-3. Red Devils taking the lead over the Thompson Warriors here with 3:32 left in the first half.
You know, we're not used to seeing this, but I think what you're seeing from Phoenix City, they've taken the same blueprint that Auburn team under Coach Weingarten kind of brought in a couple of years ago at this same stadium, where they took the battle to Thompson that night, and that's why they had the lead they did late in that ball game. So far right now, Phoenix City's done what you need to do when you're not the team that's maybe considered the favorite going in just because of what Thompson's accomplished. You go be the aggressor. They've been the aggressor so far. They're taking the physicality to them. They're running the football. They're stopping the run. They're doing what it takes to win a game like this. You got to give Coach Nix and his group a lot of credit.
With a break in the action, let's take a 10-second station ID. Again, you're listening to the AHSAA Radio Network. .332 remaining on the clock here in this second period. 14-3. Central Phoenix City leading over Thompson. It has been a impressive performance. Again, when you say that about Central Phoenix City, they've got the block punt, 3 turnovers. They still lead 14-3 and racking up 238 yards of offense here in this first half to only 85 for the Warriors. Back deep for Thompson. It'll be fielded at about the 10-yard line, 15-20, far sideline. Got a gap to the 40-yard line, breaking a tackle there, and going to be forced out of bounds across midfield. That is a great return across the way. Trying to get the number. Again, Thompson with those uniforms, and the numbers are kind of, as we used to say in the country, squished up, and it's hard to tell. I believe it may have been, is it 11?
44-yard kickoff.
Trying to look and see. 8.
I think that was Deuce Oliver.
I think it was Deuce, okay.
Yeah. I believe that was Deuce Oliver.
All right, it's a 2. So again, when 11 and 8 and 2 look so much alike, I'm in trouble. Handoff left side, not a whole lot cooking that time.
Phoenix City's just owning the battle up front right now. Their offensive line is whooping Thompson's defensive line. Their defensive line's whooping Thompson's offensive line, and Thompson just really can't get anything going up front on either side of the football right now.
Second down and 10. Seaborn in the backfield with Green. To the near side is Hearn. Far side, Landrew and Oliver. Seaborn drops back, looks in the flats, got pressure, rolls to the right side. Going to go over there, and finally, did he stay in bound? Looks like he did. Looked for all practical purposes like he was going to step out of bounds. He will go forward inside the 40-yard line to about the 37, and is that good for a first down? Looks to be shy, so third down and a yard.
Seaborn's not a great runner, but when he does decide to run, he has some good wheels. He doesn't like to do it, but a good job right there finding the sideline, tiptoeing, and making this a third manageable.
Seaborn looks to the side. He's got Landrew over to his right. To the left is Hearn and Oliver. Green is in the backfield with him. And on third and a yard, confusion. Steps back, in trouble. He just got to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, right
Miscommunication. That time, Green had moved to the left. Seaborn took the snap, held the fake out to the right. No one was home, and he just had to get rid of it.
Yeah, Thompson's all out of sorts, and now, Tommy, this is a big decision in this game from Coach Freeman. We'll see if he maybe goes for it. Looks like he's going to take a timeout and try to think this over. It's a 4th down and 1, but if you don't get this, you're handing this offense from Phoenix City the football with a chance to make this a 3-possession game, and this possession for Thompson is extremely important. You got 2 minutes, 38 seconds left here in the second quarter before halftime. Thompson will get the ball to start the second half. So if they can go on a little bit of a drive here and score with less than a minute left, you can get that 2-for-1 that we see in the NFL on Sunday every single week. I mean, that's how teams win or lose the game, is that 2-for-1 there on Sundays all the time. Thompson's looking to do that. It's an NFL level type game right here. You know, the possessions are going to be limited. You have to take advantage of certain things. But I bet if you'd have told Coach Patrick Nix, hey, Coach, y'all are going to drop a punt return. You're going to get a punt block. You're going to throw an interception in the first half. You're going to fumble on your opening possession, and yet you're still going to be in front by 11 at some point there with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. He probably would have taken that, because that just doesn't happen for a lot of teams.
You know, it's not been the cleanest game, but again, very dominating up front, and that's been the key for Central Phoenix City. Now, just before the timeout, I was watching on the sideline, and the punter, John McGuire, had walked away from Coach Freeman and had headed back toward the bench. I think he's going to roll the dice here, and it looks like he's going to go for it.
Well, I think you have to. You're at the 36-yard line. If you don't get it, it's not like it's just fantastic field position for Phoenix City, but you have to take a chance right here. You can't keep playing conservative, and so far your offense hadn't really been able to get much going. You got to find something that maybe gives them a little confidence, a little bit of a spark. Maybe converting here on fourth down will be able to do that.
Brings Green in the backfield along with Seaburn. They'll go to Green right side. He is hit at the line. It's going to be close.
He got it.
Second effort, though, he spins away and gets there. That's right. Inside the 35 to the 34. He was stopped initially, and just great second effort by Green is able to rattle the chains, and now Thompson with a chance to get on the board. We're with 2:25 left in this first half. Two split outs go to the right. Oliver. Also on the far side is Landrew. And Hearn will split to the near side. Motion across the formation. He'll hand it off to Green. Green tries to bounce it outside, makes the first man miss, and then knocked out of bounds for a 2-yard gain. Clock will stop with 2:03 remaining in this first half. Sets up second down. We'll call it about 8.
I'm just telling you, a lot of you, if you're hearing us right now, you're obviously listening, not watching. If you have a chance to go watch this game, go watch it. This is a college-level football game with the amount of speed that you see on both sides of the ball. I mean, that's another play where, most levels of high school football, you're probably gaining 7-8 yards once you bounce to the outside. And right there, it was a gain of 2 there for Thompson.
Hand off again to Green. Green cuts it back, got running room, and he will hurdle his way down to the 20-yard line. That was a very good run by A.J. Green, making that first man miss, and he will fall forward for another first down for the Warriors. First and 10. And we've got a whistle-stopping play and a Central Phoenix City timeout. Impressive drive right here for Thompson, in a drive that they have to have. You talk about it, Caleb. Very important for these Warriors to get some points here. You're already in field goal range. You would love to have 7 before the break.
No doubt about it. I mean, once you got that 4th and 1, you better go get some points out of this. And, really the main thing for Thompson right now, the way this Phoenix City offense is moving the football, they just want to keep the ball and keep the ball out of their hands. So even if you don't get any points, you would much rather not have that offense have a chance to go back out here and score, even with 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Taking a look at some stats here. 238 yards for Central Phoenix City, 111 for Thompson here in the first half. And when you say Central Phoenix City's got 115 yards passing, 123 rushing, and really a balanced attack for Thompson as well with 60 and 51. They're starting to find a little bit of success. A.J. Green, just such a tough runner, able to get some yardage there.
I mean, it was the second effort from A.J. Green, and as we talked about, it's been tough select. I got a chance to go see this Thompson team in the summer, and one of the things that kind of stood out when we went out there was we looked at them, we said, hey, this is not as big of a group up front as we've normally seen. And it's not a knock on these guys. It's a credit to what they've been in the past, because they've had some huge offensive lines. But this offensive line is just not as big as some of those past teams. And that may be what's hurting them a little bit here tonight, going against this really, really good front from Phoenix City. It's got 2 guys going to play SEC-level football.
They'll go back to Green on the right side. Green is hit. Second effort, takes it forward. Ball comes loose. It's rolling around at the 21-yard line. I believe the Red Devils may have fallen on it. It may be a Thompson turnover, and it is. First and 10 for Central Phoenix City. That time Green trying for that second effort, and they just ripped it out of there. And now the Red Devils have it 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Well, what a big turn of events there. I mean, Thompson called the timeout and probably kind of talked about, hey, we've got to take care of the football right here and make sure we find a way to get in the end zone. And, I mean, just a really good job there from Central Phoenix City. And that was Brennan Core who got in there and made the interception. He had the interception earlier, and then right there is able to force the fumble, and now a huge run here for Phoenix City.
Simmons breaks it off on the left side, cuts it back at the 40 to the 45 to the 46-yard line. Zach Simmons back in the lineup, and he's able to race forward for another big gain for Central Phoenix City. And the clock will stop with 1:32, and there is a flag back on the play, and this one's coming back. The Red Devils had hurried to the line to try to get that drive going and to go with a hurry up, and we've got a flag.
Holding. Offense. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of foul. Replay first down.
The holding call will bring it back. Red Devils will have it deep in their own territory. Very impressive run by Zach Simmons, but it's all for naught. Hard to see who that one was called against, but nevertheless, ball is back inside the 15-yard line at about almost the 13. And now you'll see, will the Red Devils kind of slow things down? The clock is moving. Initial way yards there.
Yeah, Phoenix City's out of timeouts. Thompson only has one, so not really much of a chance to stop the clock. And after the penalty, you probably head into the
continuing to wind down. Play clock at about 12 now with 40 seconds on the clock, and they'll kind of take their time. Hand it off right side. A.B. For the first half, but we do have a timeout. And
everybody's going in completion. We'll take our chance at blocking another punt and coming after it right here. So that's exactly what they run the football right here. If they don't get the first down, the clock will move, and they'll head to halftime up 14-3, which against Thompson, that doesn't happen very often.
Heading 7.
Thank you.
Shows Thompson with no timeouts left. But again, anything can happen when you hand the football off. But yeah, I think that you're going to see Nick, like you said, just run the football, not really take any chances here. Very entertaining first half. 14-3. Our ball back in. Alford, along with Simmons back there. He'll take it, and we'll give it to Simmons. He finds a little gap, breaks through across the 30-yard line. He'll take it out to the 31. Close to first down yardage, and it is first down, so therefore they will move it forward, move the chains. For halftime here, a very entertaining first half. As again, in the turnover category as well, but they still lead right here.
The AHSAA Super 7 after this local break.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns. Locally and family owned with the best customer service. Or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality.
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do you want me to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day.
Come down to Classic 13.
At Alpha Insurance, we know that every day you're building things. This is more.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero.
Here tonight, our score. First off, thanks for taking the time to come in.
Let's compete.
And you know, some of us have had 23 consecutive 20-win seasons. Talk about the success of your program and how that has all transitioned over the years, and how proud you are of what's been able to take place at Shelton State.
Well, I mean, it's just bringing a level of competitiveness. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I'm competitive. In fact, I was talking earlier on the TV, and, I won a national championship in flag national championship. Heck, won flag football, and, and then now as tees, and to love it as much as I did. And, when you patience on my side, but then these kids have just got to pour all of their their time into it. So, it's just a level of competitiveness that I'm trying to carry over and
that changed over the years since you started and
it's changed. And I said, do you guys realize there wasn't a 3-point line when I was in middle school? Basketball. And to see now all the changes, with the 3-point line recently. But, if you look at it, the level of athletic Final Fours and just all the competitiveness, you've got more people watching it, and, that gets the kids excited. Just makes sense. So, you're just seeing better AAU programs, high school programs, more opportunities. People are excited about it. The girls are excited about it itself with all the rules. It just gets a little tougher. And, you just have to, you have to work with change. That's just part of life. It's part of athletics. There is change, and you just have to.
But watching you coach, and I grew up again watching the Pat Summits, and I think you did too. But to me, you remind me, and it's a Pat Summit type quality, the excellence that you demand from your team. Was she a big influence on you when you grew up wanting to go into the coaching ranks? Did you look up to her?
Oh, of course. I think anyone that's in college coaching has used some quote from Pat, some video as inspiration to prepare their teams or just to talk to their teams about the game. She made the biggest impact on women's basketball that's ever been made. So why would I not want to follow and use some of the things that she did? Yeah, I got a couple of quotes of hers in my office and in our locker room. So, yeah, obviously the impact she's made, we would be crazy not to use her to help motivate our kids.
We've got folks listening tonight all over the state of Alabama, and one thing I wanted to make sure that we emphasize is there are community colleges near pretty much everybody that's out there listening. Talk about the level of community college basketball, men's and women's, at the level we are now. I don't know that a lot of people realize how good a brand that basketball really is.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for some kids to play and give them an opportunity for maybe to move on up. A lot of people don't realize, I have a kid playing at Clemson right now. I have a kid playing at Old Dominion. I have 2 at Jacksonville State. And then I have a couple of kids in Division II playing. So, we've sent kids all over the nation. University of Hawaii. We've, as far as New York, we've sent kids all over to play college basketball. So it's just a great opportunity. Like I said, I've got a kid on my team this year, Adriana Jones from Greensboro High School. Freak athlete, just run, jump, just, got everything going for her, but was in a small school, didn't get, a lot of eyes on her. She comes into our program, and she's just, great kid, and just at Troy University, in the fall. So it just kind of tells you that, hey, it's an opportunity. If you want to come in and you want to work hard and you just want to grind each and every day, you're going to get an opportunity after the 2-year system. Maybe NAIA, maybe D2, maybe Division I, and whatever level of Division I. But getting an opportunity to play is a lifetime experience. For me, it was just life-changing. I love it. Still talk about it. Mm-hmm. So, I just want to make sure these kids get some of the same opportunities I did, because they were absolutely – it was life-changing.
He's telling me time's up, but I'm going to tell you I got one more question.
All right.
Transfer portal.
Yes.
How does that improve community colleges? What effect does that have as far as the high school athlete? Will you see more going into the community college? Because, the way that things are shifting football-wise, obviously, but basketball is kind of the same way. It's a great place to begin.
Portal to get players, and there are several very talented high school kids getting left out.
That's right.
And, sometimes it's those kids that are the NAIA, the D2, the low D1 that might get overlooked. And if they'll go to a junior college, they can always bump their stock up coming out. So, we've definitely, the transfer portal has changed things, and it's getting to where people want the experienced player. So it helps me get more kids out of high school, and then it's helping me get my kids into colleges, because they don't want to come in and teach these kids all the little things I'm having to teach them. Those days of having a true, and those are the things that we're teaching in the junior college level. So go in at that junior year and you're playing immediately.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Madonna Thompson of Shelton State, one of my favorites to watch her teams play. And if you get a chance to check her teams out, or any community college team, again, you need to go check out some of the ladies basketball here. Joining us on the Alabama National Guard halftime report, 14-3, Central Phoenix City leads over Thompson. We'll be back with more of the halftime show in just a moment.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this local break.
For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's most organizations. Wraps or decals for your vehicle or boat, including crane rentals and lighting maintenance. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com and call us at 256-825-0197. Go straight to the source, SignSource.
You may not be a high school athlete, but if you have a sports-related injury, Encore Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine can deliver treatment that will get you back into your game. Injuries occur every day in all the sports you play. Encore provides physical therapy for minor injuries as well as rehab following surgery. Play hard, play to win. But when injuries occur, rely on Encore. With locations across Alabama, there's an Encore near you. Log on to EncoreRehab.com.
Take home your AHSAA officially licensed championship merchandise today. Just click ahsaa.teamip.com and shop for event t-shirts, sweatshirts, tonal heather designs, or add your name to get your gear personalized. Team fans can get official state championship apparel at our official online store. You pick it, we'll make it. With our digital to garment technology hot off the press and sent straight to you or at your next championship game. Check out Team IP's booth. Visit ahsaa.teamip.com.
Welcome back in Bryant-Denny Stadium. Score 14-3. Central Phoenix City leading over Thompson here in the Class 7A state championship game. Again, this is the Alabama National Guard halftime report. Tommy Wood joined now by the commissioner of the Alabama Community College Conference, Dean Myrick. And thanks, man, for coming here and hanging out with me.
Hey, it's been a good day. A couple flag football games and football, and sure beat sitting in the office.
I bet at the beginning of the day you didn't think you'd run into me tonight, did you?
I did not. So good surprise there.
Yeah, I just saw you a while ago, and I said, well, here's your warning. I get to do the interview. No matter where they're listening, whether in Mobile or whether in North Alabama, wherever they may be listening here tonight, there's a community college near them, and they play some great sports. And talk about how the conference is standing right now and some of the things that you are excited about going on.
Well, this is my 12th year, starting 13th, and we have grown. The last 3 years, we've added 46 teams. Wow. Cross country took off. We went from 0 to 14 with that. Golf, we went from 3, and we'll have 14 next year. So, we're outpacing our colleagues across the country. I mean, we're growing leaps and bounds, and which is good. And I owe a lot of that to our presidents, who are very athletically minded and see the value of athletics on our 2-year college campuses. And Chancellor Baker with the system is very supportive of what we do, and he's been a huge help with that growth. So we're rocking and rolling, and we're just trying to keep up.
Talk about some of the the new sports that you've added over the last 5 years. Talk about different sports, different teams. Like I know, for example, Gadsden State bringing their baseball and softball back. That is opportunity. That's the way I look at it, because so many more kids will have an opportunity to attend these community colleges, and athletics plays such a huge role in that.
It does, and again, I go back to the president seeing the value of that. With enrollment growth. They've all got to be full-time students. Our athletes do very, very well academically. But yes, Gadsden coming back in baseball, softball, Northeast Alabama, and little old Rainsville is building a multi-million-dollar softball facility and bringing in some sports. Reed State, little evergreen there, is there. So all of our schools except for 2 with Trentham and Huntsville all have athletics, so we're working on those hard. So we hope to get 100%.
What are some of your favorite memories of the conference as you've seen it develop over the years? What are some things that have really stood out? Maybe some games or some tournaments that have been just really those that you'll never forget.
Well, I'll go back to our volleyball tournament that we just finished in 1st of November, which was the most competitive tournament we've ever had since I've been here. The championship match went five sets. It was a great tournament. We were kidding Madonna earlier with that was a very good overtime win for Wallace. You've been a part of the last couple of years in Oxford, but baseball we've had some walk-offs, and it's hard to put them in an order or specifics, but I wish people would come out and see what we're about. And I mean, junior college athletics it's a grind. It's great coaches, great athletes. I mean, we had the NJCAA National Player of the Year in baseball last year, and he's actually played from Bishop State. Will probably start at third for him here for Alabama. So it's good. We hope to get more people out to see what we're about.
That's the thing I want to emphasize. Again, the level of community college athletics in the state of Alabama takes a backseat to no one. And again, I talked to Coach Thompson about it. When you talk about transfer portal and all these folks in the D1s are wanting folks that are from other D1s, it's opening the door for some great level competition. So,
without a doubt. And sometimes I shake my head at you see some of the portal guys and women go, and it's like, gosh, which leaves some of our guys out and females out. It's like these, our student athletes have proven that they can win. I mean, it's junior college is a different. I mean, it's a grind, and you're 6-hour van rides with McDonald's bags in the bus, and it's a different kind of animal, and I mean that in a good way. And I wish a lot of our 4 years would get out of the portal and come see us. So, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, Dean Myrick, again, the commissioner of the Alabama Community College Conference, joining us here at the break, man. Thanks for your time, and again, we appreciate all you do for athletics in the state of Alabama.
Well, same to you, and we urge everybody to come see us, come to a game. They're, like you said, they're everywhere near them. So.
That's right. Go find them. We're going to take a timeout. 14-3. Our score at the break here. Central Phoenix City leading over Thompson. This is the Alabama National Guard halftime show. It will continue in just a moment.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this local break.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns. Locally and family owned with the best customer service. Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you?
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Hey, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap, and cheap tattoos ain't good.
Have you covered?
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do It Center at Building Supply.
Well, now pleased to be joined here at halftime by Mr. Paul Henderson with Encore Rehabilitation. And first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you to be in this type of venue each and every year the way that it has been.
Well, thanks so much. We've now been with the Alabama High School Association for 20 years. Doesn't seem like it, but that's a lot of state finals, and we've seen the association grow. We've seen the number of different sports grow over those years, and certainly attendance at all the venues. So we've had a good time.
fortunately, we hadn't had to see you guys have to do as much work at some of the, the Super 7 here, the finals in Birmingham. But when we have had some unfortunate injuries, you guys have always been Johnny on the spot to be right there helping out these, personal trainers for each of these teams and allowing to be kind of another voice right there beside them to kind of, diagnose what's wrong and how we can fix those certain things.
Yeah, it is really grown. Of course, we have all of our athletic trainers here, and now most of the bigger teams, they bring a core of athletic trainers, and we're fortunate enough that we have a lot of physicians on the sidelines, and so any injuries occur, we're there to help, but have a lot of backup now with the other teams also. So, and like you said, we've been fortunate that we really haven't had any serious injuries.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, we talk about that each and every year. It's crazy how we get through this right here with football. We get through the 40, whatever game, 42, I think, that we play there with basketball at the Wood, but never anything super significant. It's always a blessing to get through that. But, you kind of talked about it now, 20 years with the AHSAA. Right. Tell me about how much Encore has really grown over this 20-year partnership with the AHSAA as well.
Well, our company has really grown. We're very blessed. We started with just a few clinics, and I think we probably have over 100 clinics, and we're in 3 states now. And I think we have athletic trainers in 250 high schools and colleges. And so we've really experienced a lot of growth over the year. And a lot of that has been because of our association with the High School Athletic Association. I think people recognize us here when they come to the sport, and they see our logo, they see our athletic trainers. So I think it's been a big boost to our company over the years.
Growing the way that you guys have, adding in, more people that have knowledge, have learned different things, have come to school later than some others and things. How much has it helped you personally kind of grow in your experience with all this as well?
Yeah, well, it's kind of what I'm a physical therapist. It's kind of what I got into the profession for, was to help people. And so, every day in our clinics, I think we probably have about 50,000 people that we're treating, and we're either getting them back on the field, getting them back to work, getting back into the activities of daily living, just enriching their life. And so it's a very rewarding field, the field of physical therapy, athletic training, occupational therapy, speech therapy.
When you get to come here each and every year, what's your favorite part of coming to the Super 7, whether it's here at Bryant-Denny, at Jordan-Hare, now at the new Protective Stadium there in Birmingham? What do you enjoy the most about getting to be here and get to see these, 7 fantastic games each and every season?
Well, in the early years, my partner, Paige Plash, and I, we had to do a lot of the actual work, getting things on and off the field. Now, our group has done it for so many years. I just get to enjoy coming and watching. And for me, I get to see a lot of the coaches, administrators that I don't see during the U50. And so that's my probably favorite part, is just, getting to renew some friendships and getting to see some of the administrators, coaches.
And those relationships, that has to make the job so rewarding, and that has to be the most fun part of the job, is having those relationships with all those coaches and having the relationships with all the players that are part of these teams that you guys get to help get back out on the field and have a chance to contribute to each one of these programs.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. First year I started, I worked with Decatur High School on their sidelines, and all the coaches there have now moved on, been head coaches, and most of them have retired. And so a lot of their kids are up coaching now. So those relationships, as you said, when coaches change schools, we get to follow them a lot of times to their new coaching jobs.
Mr. Henderson, about to get the second half started here between Thompson and Phoenix City, so should be a fun one. Again, we really appreciate you coming, taking the time to join us here on the AHSAA Radio Network, and we appreciate you guys and your sponsorship with the AHSAA, allowing an event like this to be possible for these kids to come in, play in a venue like this, and have this type of opportunity on this type of stage.
Well, I appreciate you having us, and it's good seeing you again. I get to see you at a lot of these things, and so we really appreciate the job that you guys do also.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Well, enjoy this second half, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the second half action between Thompson and Phoenix City in your 7A state championship.
AHSAA Super 7. After this network.
Okay, somebody's not wearing their seatbelt.
I don't wear. What funeral?
Yours. Almost 70% of people who die in car crashes aren't wearing a seatbelt.
Okay. There. You happy?
Just happy to be alive.
Seatbelts. It's hard to live without them.
Drive safe, Alabama. A message from your Alabama Department of Transportation.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company.
Back at Bryant-Denny Stadium, about to get the second half underway, as the Red Devils will kick off. And it's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line. That's going to be Oliver to the 20-yard line. Breaks a tackle, 25, 30, 35. Cuts back against the grain across the 40. He'll bring it out to the 42-yard line. So an excellent start for the Warriors here in the second half. First down and 10 out at the 42-yard line.
A lot of times you get to this point in the year, Tommy, and you say, hey, special teams where the game can be won or lost. Well, Thompson's winning the special teams battle. They've had 2 really good returns. They've done a good job of kicking the ball into the end zone when they've kicked off. They have a punt block. A lot of times that would add up to a team winning the game, and instead they trot out here 11:52 to go in the third quarter, and they're trailing 14-3 to open up the second half.
Big drive for the Thompson Warriors here, and Seaborn's going to drop back. Got pressure. Fega's got him. Back at about the 31-yard line. Wow, he just got buried underneath Fega as he crashes in there and gets the sack. Big loss on first down.
Well, and that was one of the things I was going to say is, hey, look, Thompson's going to have to open it up. They've got to, quit being as conservative. But one of the reasons they may have been as conservative is they may not trust that they can block this front 7 from Phoenix City.
This time he'll flip it out on the outside, called by Green, and he's forced out of bounds, as he will reach the 37-yard line on the stop that time for Central Phoenix City. This looks to be, checking it out, number 4 there. And that is going to be Montarius Eccles. 3rd and 15. Big down here for the Warriors. Man-to-man coverage on the outside. For Colbin and Landrew, and just threw it well behind him. Landry was still running when Seaborn let that one go, and that's going to turn it over and be a punting situation now for the Warriors here. So 3 and out to open up the second half.
This is just very strange for us to see. You don't see Thompson out of sorts the way they have been throughout most of this ball game so far, and just haven't been on the same page. They haven't been able to handle this defensive line from Phoenix City, and so far, Phoenix City, they've done what Thompson's done to a lot of teams over the last 4 years. They've dominated and really controlled the game physically.
High kick by McGuire. Key again. It goes through, and it's going to be recovered again by Thompson. It's like deja vu all over again. And it's going to be Thompson football at the 26-yard line. Owen Key, for the second time in this game, cannot handle the punt. And now Thompson will take over at the 31. Again, special team snafu for Central Phoenix City.
That's what we just got done talking about. I mean, Thompson has owned this game from a special team standpoint. They find themselves down 14-3. Tommy, last time this game happened, they got the ball on the 11. They ran it 3 straight times, ended up kicking a field goal. We'll see now if they come out and are a little bit more aggressive getting the ball here on this Phoenix City 31 to open this up.
Oliver and Landrew come to the near side, and we've got a whistle and a flag across the way.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll end up getting a flag, though. It looked like the referee kind of blew the whistle and both sides jumped. And so you may just get an inadvertent whistle. They're going to keep the ball where it's at. Or actually, they're going to say it's a false start against Thompson.
That will move it back 5 and make it a first down and 15. So Thompson with good field position. Now struggling to get out of the starting blocks. Split outs go to the left side. Colby Hearn over on the left side. He is joined there by Angel Jones. 1st and 15. 2 receivers either way. And movement again. Another 5 yards. Thompson, back-to-back false starts.
Hey, and if you've watched Georgia play all year, you've seen that a lot. They shift up front a lot. And what they're doing is trying to use their shift and their movement to get the offense to jump. That's exactly what Phoenix City did right there. All the defensive linemen shifted at the same time when they did. Everybody but the center moved for Thompson. And so after getting the turnover again,
in a lot of trouble, he's just going to throw it away. Over.
Tell you, he's lucky the ball did not cross the line of scrimmage, and had they looked at that a little bit closer, you might have gotten intentional grounding, which would have put them all the way on the other side of the 50. And right now, this offensive line for Thompson just cannot contain this front 4 for Phoenix City. They're not having to blitz. They're not having to do anything to get any kind of pressure. It's the front 4 on the defensive line able to rush. They're able to drop 7. There's nowhere for Trent Seaborn to go with the football.
He drops back once again, got pressure, throws it down the middle of the field, got a man wide open, catch is made at the 20-yard line. That is Colby Hearn, and he will pick up the first down to the 18.
That is an NFL-level throw right there from a 9th grader. Right over the outstretched linebacker's hands. It drops right in the bucket. And maybe that'll get Trent Seaborn and this Thompson offense going a little bit. Some positive momentum, but man, what a throw right there by Trent Seaborn.
Brings up first down at 10 at the 18-yard line of the Red Devils. Thompson trailing 14-3. Second half just underway. We're 10.5 minutes left in the third. Seaborn back, fade pattern, near side. Got his big man down there. Did he haul it in?
Wow.
Did he pull it in? The 6'5" Colby Landrew climbs the ladder and pulls it in for the Thompson touchdown.
One big completion. You know, our partner Corey LeBounty up here, he called it at halftime. He said, look, they need one score. When they get one score, you're going to see them bust through. Well, it took one completion, and that kind of got the offense going. And right there, Trent Seaborn threw that ball before Landrew was ever even looking for it. But when you're 6'5", you have that basketball wingspan the way he does. He just went up and grabbed it like a rebound, and there was nothing that Phoenix City could do about it. And a great job by Thompson that time, capitalizing off the big turnover and turning it into 7 if they can knock this extra point through.
McGuire with the extra point. It's up and good. 10:27 left in the third. Your new score, Central Phoenix City 14 and Thompson 10. Seaborn with a touchdown pass, 18 yards to Colby Landrew to get Thompson on the board, their first touchdown of the night. That drive here in this second half again, as they will take it and go 3 plays, 31 yards, only 38 seconds off the clock.
And really 41 yards because they had the 2 penalties before the drive even started. So Thompson came out, they hurt themselves big time with the 2 penalties, went nowhere on the first play, having to throw it out of bounds. After that, I'm telling you, for you folks listening, that was an NFL-level throw from Trent Seaborn over the middle. It was right over an outstretched linebacker's hands. It dropped right into his receiver's hands between the linebacker and the safety. And then the very next play, just throw it up. Let your 6'5" receiver, Colby Landrew, go make a play. It's what I expected to see them do in the first half when they got the punt recovery down there on the Phoenix City 11-yard line. This time they go to it. Landrew makes the play. We've seen that multiple times throughout this season from this Thompson offense. And that was huge for this team to score coming out of the half, get some momentum, and now we'll see if Phoenix City can answer here on the offensive side.
Max Johnson back to return. The kickoff will be fielded at the 1-yard line. Johnson looking for running. Wow, he is popped at the 10, driven to the turf. The coverage all over him. They're saying, Thompson thinks they've recovered a fumble. I didn't see it pop loose, and the officials agree. It is Central Phoenix City football at the 11-yard line, but you're seeing a rejuvenated Warriors team.
That's the type of play that'll really flip the momentum right there. You know, you get the score to answer, to cut the lead, then you kick off. Phoenix City would have been better just letting that go in. It was a great kick by McGuire, and this coverage unit comes down, makes the hit. So Phoenix City backed up to get the second half started.
Alford steps back across the middle. Catch is going to be made. Breaking a tackle at the 20 out to the 21, and being spun down is going to be number 5, Dalen Upcham.
And look, you know, when you have a guy like Cam Coleman, he's going to garner a lot of the attention. That opens up a lot of one-on-one opportunities for guys like Upshaw and Gentry, and they've done a really good job of taking advantage of those opportunities throughout this night.
Heavyweight fight here. As you sometimes would think, well, they're going to be conservative coming out of here from their own 11-yard line. And instead, it's a pass across the middle for about 11 for a first down. And here comes Central Phoenix City trying to answer. Hands it off, left side, breaking 2 tackles. He's got 5 yards across the 30, out to the 31-yard line. That's Williams. And he's close to another first down for the Red Devils, and it is out to the 32-yard line. Check that, Zach Simmons on that carry. As he gets the call, he'll pick up 12 yards, first down and 10 for the Red Devils.
And already, I mean, Phoenix City, they go from their own 11 out to the Thompson 33. That's how you snatch some momentum back in this game. Good little answer here from the offense, and they've stayed so balanced, and they've really gotten the run game going. It's making it tough for this Thompson defense really to know what's coming. And I think Phoenix City's been able to take advantage of a light box from Thompson. They've a lot of, 5-man, 6-man boxes from this Thompson defense that has given Phoenix City a lot of room to run the football and match up 6-on-6 with the tight end in there. And that's what they've been able to take advantage of, just running those zone plays and allowing them to cut back and be able to get some open space. And they've run the football with a lot of success in this game, a lot more success than you normally see against the Thompson team, up to 153 team rushing yards for Central Phoenix City here in this game.
Timeout called by Central Phoenix City. We've got timeout there. Why don't we take a 10-second break for station identification here on the AHSAA Radio Network. Welcome back, Bryant-Denny Stadium. 14-10 your score. Thompson able to score on the first drive of their second half. Second drive after the muff punt. Take advantage there to cut into the lead, but now Central Phoenix City on back-to-back plays, picking up a first down. This time, handoff. Simmons in trouble in the backfield. They're going to get him and spin him down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line.
And on top of that, it looks like Phoenix City has a lineman down as well. He's able to get up and walk around, but looks like something happened with his ankle, and that's never good for a offensive lineman. And so now, after the negative play, you'll see Phoenix City now trot out their 4-wide look. So they've got 4 wide receivers on the field, and they're going to spread this thing around and see if this Thompson front defensive line can get the same type of push we've seen from that Phoenix City defensive line.
Handoff going to go to Williams. Williams breaks the first tackle, being pushed by the offensive line out to the 35-yard line. He'll get past the original line of scrimmage and pick up 1, sets up 3rd and 9. 3rd down and 9 for this Central offense. You know they do not want to give the football back to Thompson here as we're at 8 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third. Thompson fans, knowing how big this play is, on their feet across the way. Looking to the sideline is going to be Alford. He's got Williams back there with him. He steps back, looks to Coleman, got pressure all over him. Coming in on top of him was going to be number 4, Tyler Hicks, on the blitz, and now forcing a punt. Red Devils going to have to kick it away.
At that time, nobody picked up Hicks. He just came free right up the middle. Good blitz, kind of a delayed blitz where you let the defensive lineman engage and just kind of pick your hole. And he came through, forced Alford to have to get rid of that very, very quickly. And so a great stop from the Thompson defense. And here, or do you have a big return here coming from Deuce Oliver?
Snap high. He gets it out of there. Almost blocked, but he gets away with it. Punt going to be caught back at the 35-yard line, breaking a tackle, and not the second. Oliver couldn't get loose, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Thompson at the 35-yard line. They have trailed throughout. Right now, down by 4, chance to cut into the lead or take the lead on this drive. Thompson, we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, an exciting ball game on tap here in the Class
Super 7 after this local break.
Thank you.
It ain't good.
Barns, locally and family owned, with the best in price online, or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices.
First and 10 for the Warriors. 7:40 momentum.
You know, I ran into somebody in the bathroom out there, and we were talking about
going for their 5th.
Some wasn't playing
formation.
Play right there. He basically beat him across the formation, forced him to have to stop his feet. And Deuce Oliver, a guy that has made a lot of plays for Thompson so far this year, is really not having.
Knocked out of bounds and brought down across the way on the stop that time. And it'll roll down to the 32-yard line. Excellent punt by.
Sacrifice the yardage to make sure we get the ball, you know, go up, try to get the do offensively.
Across the way at the 35-yard line. Great run. It's away by Simmons. Cuts it in, nothing doing. That time, Thompson steps in there and will plant him at the top.
The field. It's the first time since that year that Phoenix City beat Thompson handily in the state championship. They're able to, they look like they have more speed, and they look like they're bigger up front on both sides of the ball.
Pyers knifing his way in there, comes up with a big pop.
And this is where we've seen this Thompson defense be able to force a couple of turnovers in this game.
3rd down, about 9.5. Central is going to be made.
They knew, you know, it looked linemen going out to block. Your wide receivers are coming up. They're getting in front of a guy. You're trying to hit your wide. Good job on Cam Coleman so far tonight. They still find themselves trailing 14-10 in this game with a 4th and 9 coming up.
2 wideouts either way. Alford fakes the handoff, then throw it away. Had a receiver out there. Fryerberg was there, but no chance as the defensive pressure from the line of Thompson this time able to come through.
Yeah, they were kind of in no man's land inside the 35. That's where you'll see most high school teams take their chance and go for it on 4th quickly. And look, when on that drive, the 2 times they did, they got stopped up front. It forced them to that on those 2 plays there. And so now for a chance in Trent Seaburn in this offense to come out maybe.
Bird and picking in 6.
Good run to get things started for Thompson. You know, very similar to Phoenix City. They have to be able to run the ball to set up the throw, and so that could help this offense right there with early success.
Hand off left side and across the 40-yard line out to the 42 is Green once again. Be shy of the 1st down. We'll say 3rd and about a yard. 2 split outs either side. Seaburn takes it, gives it off to Green. Green bounces it, hit once, twice. Great effort across the 45. He's got the 1st down.
Yeah, he's running the ball hard here on this drive. Those 3 runs, he knew, hey, it's going to be on me to go get this, and that's exactly what he did. He made. Phoenix City doesn't want to get anybody on the field, so they'll still be able to go quick.
Seaburn looks to the side, 55 yards. Down at about the 46-yard line. Great throw by Seaburn. And a big pickup that time for Deuce Oliver.
All of a sudden, this offense starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. They know they're not going to have a ton of time to throw the deep balls. So starting to go to some of these short routes, these intermediate routes, and be able to get the ball out of Seaburn's hands quickly.
2nd down, about 1.5 yards. 2 split outs go left side. Going to be Jones. Also Oliver over there. 2 receivers to the near side as well as Seaburn drops straight back, throws it out here. Catch is going to be made. Makes one man miss, fights forward, and I believe that's going to be a 1st down for Landrew.
Yeah,
didn't initially have it, but able to scamper through a little bit of an arm tackle and falls forward for the 1st down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 42.
Landrew's not one of their speed guys on the outside. He's just a big body to get the ball to, but right there does a good job of making one man miss and falling forward to get that 1st down.
1st down and 10.
14-10 your score. We're right at about 1:20 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's been a very fast-paced football game.
Seaburn drops straight back again. Looks on the far side, too tall. And that flag comes in. Flag comes in late as he was trying to find his slot receiver out there, and I believe that may have been Oliver. And it was Oliver, and I believe this may be a hold more so than a pass interference. Nope.
Defense. Penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Results, their 1st down.
So 1st down and 10 for the Warriors. They trail by 4.
Yeah, that time it was Jaquan Sanks in the slot there where he's been all game, matched up with Deuce Oliver. And he's gotten the best of Oliver for most of the night. But that time, Oliver was able to get a step on him that forced Sanks to try to grab onto him a little bit before the ball got there. And while the ball was a little bit high, it was still in the vicinity of play there. So you can't really rule that it was uncatchable. So you're going to get that penalty. And best drive offensively that we've seen from Thompson so far tonight.
First down and 10. Seaborn gives it off to Green, goes left, and wow, he's caught from behind and a big pop across the way. Out there, and he's only a 10th grader. This guy's a young talent for the Red Devil.
Yeah, TJ Thomas coming off this edge right there as well, was able to beat his blocker and come in from behind to help out. And he has been a menace up front so far tonight. His speed has really hurt this Thompson front. And so second down and long coming up here for Thompson. 40 seconds, now under 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Landrew along with Tenney over here on the near side. The give, though, goes to Green. Green slips the first tackle, the second, and he will fight forward close to the 20-yard line. That is a great run for A.J. Green, taking it down to the 20. And the clock winds, under 16 seconds left here in the third. See if they'll snap it again before the break. Two split outs either way. Seaborn and Green in the backfield. And they look to the side, and that will be it for the third. Very entertaining third period. And we've got a 4-point game as we head to the fourth. Your score, Central Phoenix City 14, the Thompson.
The AHSAA Super 7 after this local.
Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you?
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Okay, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
Be alive. Seat belts. It's hard to live without them. Drive safe, Alabama. A message from your Alabama Department of Transportation.
Back at Bryant-Denny Stadium, we are headed to the fourth period. A 4-point lead for the Red Devils from Central Phoenix City, leading over Thompson. Again, Thompson going for their 5th consecutive state championship. Red Devils dominated statistically and still 315 total yards to only 163 for Thompson. But again, the turnovers, 4 turnovers for Central Phoenix City, only 2 for roll in this one. And Thompson playing much better. 3 yards to go. They are at the Central Phoenix City 20-yard line. Seaborn back to pass, throws to a wide open man on the near side. Hearns got it. He'll take it down to the 15-yard line. That is good for a first down. Down and 10, just inside the 15-yard line.
First down, Thompson.
Possession game
and incomplete, but a flag. He threw it over on the post pattern.
Defense. Penalty will be half the distance.
Hard. Had a player roll up on the back of him. His head.
And Seaborn got to keep this one. Fakes it to Green, and then Seaborn able to scamper down. Minutes left in the. And able to come in and make the stop. On the right.
Down territory and maybe thinking, hey, we with Pinson Valley the action from the crowd.
We'll go with the scoreboard here. I knew it was a little longer than 6 to the right. Throws it out there, nobody home. Oliver looked to break it inside. Seaburn was expecting him to break it.
Good drive there by Thompson, but you know it has to be a little disappointing for that offense to know that on the drop, which is a credit to this coaching staff. The adjustments that they've won the second half 10-0, but still find themselves trailing. And Phoenix City's one good drive away from.
You mentioned stop here. On 2 receivers to the left and to the right. Brings up a
so far.
Looks like it a breeze
side, and when he does, there's nobody there waiting on him, and so now
in the shotgun. 30, 15, 10, end zone, and Central Phoenix City goes up 20-13.
Hell money to get this guy to come play for him, because wow,
it looked like 3 people had an angle on it. Extra point coming up. If folks came tonight to see Cam Coleman make a play, they have just got. That kick is up. And when you go back and look at the run by Cam Coleman, it outran everybody into the end zone.
Yeah, we're getting to look at the replay again, and nobody was going to catch him. That's a big-time player. He is
140 to the end.
They've got so many. And you also look at Dylan Gentry, who's
on line. Oliver pulls that in, and now really just a pooch kickoff that time from Central Phoenix City.
Well, they've seen Deuce Oliver bust 2 of them so far, and that's what's crazy about this game. I mean, Thompson's owning the turnover battle. They've owned the special teams battle, all the things that most coaches will say, hey, this is what we got to do in order to win a championship game. They've done that tonight, but yet Phoenix City still in front by 8 here with 9 minutes to go in the ball game. 21-13, Phoenix City leading. And Thompson
can't make the first man miss, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it.
Well, Seburn's got happy feet right now, and he's getting rid of the football. He's had a lot of pressure in his face so far tonight. They're looking for lines going to have to be able to hold up so they can throw it deep.
Same play, throws it to the outside, and I believe that's Eccles up to make the stop. So a gain on the play. Possession. 2 receivers go right, 2 will come to the left. Eccles again on the stop. And Green will pick up 10 out to the 41-yard line.
Well, what you see from that right there, Tommy Wade just trying to get Green in space and let him make a move.
Reginald Evans. Catch. And now Thompson moving the football. Big throw and
just did. I mean.
And they're going to review this. Make sure this was reviewed.
Here, because you have a close play like that, don't show it up on the video board. Make the coaches have to make a decision what angles that they have to look at that might show you the ball hit the ground. But we'll got into Phoenix City territory, and now they'll have to back it up and go do it again. On
exactly what they saw. Again, I didn't see it at all, so we're going to have to play up on the big screen. And Central Phoenix City fans were immediately standing up, and this is a big change in this game, or a big play.
And fourth quarter, Phoenix had to use that. Could be
7:09 left in the ball game. Looking at some of the stats here in this ball game, you've rushing, so a very balanced offensive attack for the Red Devils. And
see the ball.
I mean, maybe they're seeing something we're not.
But how much?
For the catch. I think that's the big.
Well, and you have a big reaction from the Phoenix City side. And look, one where you could really see the ball hit the ground because his arm was kind of in the way of it.
Seaburn going deep. Got a man. Catch made. Touchdown Warriors. What a well-thrown football by Trent Seaburn.
Who's here tonight?
End zone.
Oliver in motion. Break there for Tom in this passing attack.
Landrew. A.J. Green will be back behind the right. That's the off. As Seaburn drops back, hard line. Couldn't get by the defender, so our score remains 21-19. Central Phoenix City leading over Thompson. We've got 7:02 remaining in this game. This has been fun. Trying to see if they are going here.
That ninth grader. I mean, his accuracy and arm strength is you can get in 7A and really in the state against them. I mean, you better get this Thompson team right now, because as this kid continues to get older and continues to gain experience, it's going to be hard to stop this passing attack. There's going to be some games where Trent Sebring goes 28 of 28, 31 of.
Hangs it up there. This time a chance to return for Johnson. Johnson to the 15 and 34. Continue.
And those referees see those hands kind of on the outside, the jersey being pulled a little bit, and you get a holding penalty like that. Quarter, Phoenix City in front 21-19.
1st and 20, going from and drop back.
This offensive line up front, not near as much running room as they have to try to find Cam Coleman again here on this drive at some point.
He's on the offensive right. Coleman. But a host of Warriors are there to stop him.
Get going.
Good stop in there by Trenton McCorvey of that Thompson defense. Big play right here, 3rd and 11.
Player on the field.
Here, and it's going to be incomplete. Had to get rid of it.
Force some pressure there on Alford. He has to get rid of it quickly. He can't wait for these wide receivers, but sometimes you need that. And now Deuce Oliver, he has his feet standing right on about the 46, 47-yard line, Tommy. It's going to be great field position for this Thompson team to go on a drive to try to win a championship.
Fryerberg to punt it away. Oliver, 45, and he'll take it down to the 43-yard line of Central Phoenix City. So how will this defense respond?
2 big plays. This is a defense that has played extremely well. One of them resulted in a touchdown, another one that got them in position to get a touchdown. And so now at the flick, you're trailing, so you can't try to eat up too much clock. You better go try to score right here, but you also don't want to leave Phoenix City too much time. Yeah, good 5-yard run there for Thompson to get it started. Nice job by Green to, again, he kind of, you're trying.
Seaborn in the backfield. He's got Green back there with him. Tonight is Landry. Couple maybe. Good defense at time.
Won't be shocked to see Thompson run the football again here and try to run it here, get it a little bit closer to then give them some options on a.
He made. Oliver's got it inside the 30. Oliver down to the 27-yard line. He'll just step.
And when you have a kid as smart as what Trent Sebring is, he plays an instrument, he stuff, and from the Phoenix City 25, and we are at 3:45.
Comes back, got pressure, throws it. It goes straight up in the air and then out of bind, and he's able to get that one broken up, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, right there, the tackles, they just closed in quickly. Nothing that Sebring could really do about that one. Great pass rush right there from Central Phoenix City.
This time he goes to Green, and Green is hit by Lyles, and Lyles will bring him down into backfield. Maybe again, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up.
To really crash off the edges, and
3:05 remaining. 21-19, Central Phoenix City leading over Thompson. Thompson with the ball inside the 30 at about the 27 as Sebring drops back, looking, going deep. And he had actually stepped out of bounds at about the 10-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
To go get the ball there from Landry, and it looks like Thompson is going to choose to kick the field goal.
Going to try Yarder. Hold, kick, up, and 46 remaining. 2:46 remaining. Thompson, 2 timeouts left. Had plenty of distance, just was not able.
2 minutes if they can get a stop here. Phoenix City's basically a 1st down away from winning this ball game.
Handoff. Williams. Williams is hit as he'll bring it out to about the 22-yard line. So a gain of a couple. Moment for 2:37. Now it's down to. Play clock is at 20. They'll have to snap this at about 2 minutes. Alford looking to the side to get the signals from a state title for the Red Devils here. They'll go back to Williams, 2 hands on the football, and he'll bring it across the 25, maybe 26-yard line. And Thompson will take the timeout. They'll take one here. We've got 1:57 remaining on the clock.
You know, different coaches have different theories. Some will tell you, hey, you go ahead and take the timeout the first 2 plays, see if they'll maybe throw it on 3rd down, but football to make you take the timeout. So now you have a chance to bunch everybody up and come after them. And that's another thought process that some coaches have. Hey, save it and make it where you know they're going to run the football. Now you can sell out to stop the run. I think that's exactly what you'll see from Thompson right here. And if they do go to the air and they convert on it, just tip your cap and you say, hey, y'all made the better play. You deserve to win the ball game. But I think you're going to see Thompson with at least 8 right up there on the box and trying to get back there, make the play in the backfield, and force this Phoenix City team to punt it.
About Central Phoenix City, 409 yards of total offense. Thompson, only 252, but they got them when they counted to stay within striking distance. Down by 2 with 1:57 left. Big third down play here. Third down and about 4 for Central Phoenix City. They get the first down here. And a whole lot that Thompson can do after that. Big play on both sides. Alford in the backfield. He's got Tristan Williams, the junior running back. Alford rolls out, throws it, catch is made. And did he get the first down? The catch was made out here by Jacob Tenney.
Ball game.
So Patrick Nix says, hey, let's go to the air game and rotate and make the chains move. And Jacob Tenney hauls it in. Tenney's first catch of the night and maybe the biggest of his career. 1st and 10, Central Phoenix City.
Going out of bounds did save Thompson one timeout, so that actually they can get the ball back, but it'll just be very, very little time left on the clock.
Alford back to the running game, gives it off to Williams. They track him down and bring him down back inside the 30 at about the 29, so he'll lose maybe a yard and a half.
So there's the timeout from Thompson. They're going to take it here, 1:43. You know, you look at it, Tommy, if they run these next couple of plays, you run one here, you're probably looking at about 1:37 when the 40-second clock starts running. Then they run one more play and you run it. I mean, Thompson's getting it back with maybe 10, 15 seconds left, and it's going to take a big punt return from Deuce Oliver or some kind of, Stanford Cal miracle in order for Thompson to be able to pull it out. But, hey, we've seen them pull out a miracle on this field right here before. Their last time playing for one. It was about this same time in the game. Now, a little bit different score, but about the same time in the game that everybody had already written them off. And everybody had already said, crowned Auburn the state champs that year. And so we've learned our lesson. We will not tell you that this game's over until this one's finally over, because we've seen that this Thompson team can pull something out, especially on this field. How cool would it be if they did get a chance to kick another game-winning field goal and did it going the opposite direction this time as well than where they did going last time?
1:43 remaining. Central Phoenix City going for their second Class 7A championship. They've won 1, they've lost 2, and they've played Thompson in every one of them. Trying to even that series here and keeping it at nobody home. Alford goes left side. He'll slide at about the 35-yard line. Again, just the zone read, and it was a keeper all the way. And the clock is rolling with 1:26 remaining.
Yeah, 6-second difference in the play clock and game clock, so it'll be about 54 seconds left on the game clock when they snap this. You're going to have some interesting decisions coming up as well, Tommy. Do you risk punting it again and getting another one blocked as you had earlier? Will they let the quarterback just run around and then throw it up in the air and try to let the clock run out? I mean, going to be a very interesting decision to see what Coach Nix does if they don't get this first down.
Play clock down to 5. We're under a minute remaining. Handoff. Williams near side. Gets a block. Gets a first down. Takes a big pop. But he will move the chains, and that's going to be it. Central Phoenix City will have it 1st and 10. Thompson with no timeouts remaining. The Red Devils lead 21-19. What a game we have seen here to kick off the Super 7. I am hoping that we've got 6 more coming right behind it with this much excitement. We are behind on the up here in the press box. We are right behind the Central Phoenix City bench and crowd, and the celebration has begun.
Well, part of the reason for this celebration is they know who they just knocked off.
That's right.
I mean, four-time defending they're still the kings of high school football, but for this year, it's Central Phoenix City. As they knock them off, they get another state championship. And, you know, Tommy, it's time to start putting Patrick Nix in the conversations with some of the greats in this state. He's done it at multiple different levels now. He was winning at Scottsboro, took it over to Pinson Valley.
So we've got it in sportsmanlike conduct, and they initially set on the defense, and then he corrected back to the offense. They're putting 50 seconds on the clock.
What a win here for Phoenix City, and you know, maybe didn't play their best in the second half. And look, I mean, you know, Thompson didn't play their best here tonight as well. But for Phoenix City, if you had told Coach Nix going into the game, hey, Coach, you're going to have a lead late in the game, and you're going to fumble 2 punts, you're going to get 1 blocked, you're going to fumble on your opening possession of the game, you're going to have a close intercept, he would have said, hey, I'll take that. So neither team really played their A game here tonight, but that's the type of nights where you just got to find a way to win, and that's exactly what Phoenix City was able to do. It was a very even football game between these two teams, which is what we expected going in. But, you know, Tommy, from the time that Phoenix City beat Hewitt-Trussville 48-24, everybody was pointing to this group saying, hey, this can be the team to knock off Thompson. This can be the team to go get it done. And they've done that here tonight as they capture the 2023 7A state championship.
Favorite formation for a high school coach, the victory formation. Cam Coleman standing back at the 15-yard line, and Drew Alford just going to take it and take a knee. Now, again, I will say with 50 seconds on the clock that anything can still happen. You're doing a shotgun snap back there to Alford.
Now, this will be the miracles of all miracles, I'm just telling you.
Well, I agree with you, but I've learned.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
This will be even crazier than last time, though.
They snap it back to Alford. He takes the knee. The clock will wind.
Yeah, they'll snap it one more time.
So Central Phoenix City.
All this is doing is killing Alford's season rushing stats.
That's true. It did hurt that. One more snap for the Red Devils, and now they can celebrate. And they will. Central Phoenix City is your 2020 Red Devils. A 2-point win for Central Phoenix City as they capture this state championship here at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Now, how tough is this for Thompson? They lost 2 games this season by a total of 5 points.
Unbelievable.
3 points to Clay Chalkville, who will be competing on it's one for these seniors from Thompson. They're going to be disappointed they were in the program, but you look at the year they had. I mean, you look at 2 games by 5 points and had a chance to tie that Clay Chalkville game, had a chance to take a lead here tonight. The way that you have seen here with them running around at a program that didn't have a great winning mentality for a long, long time there. And now all of us way to get it done. Coach Patrick Nix now doing it he won 2 at 6A. Now he gets his at 7A. And awesome that Bo Nix was able to be here tonight to experience this with him as well.
21 of our Super 7 here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We'll take a timeout and we'll come back. The Ingram Equipment postgame show will continue on the AHSAA Radio Network.
We'll be back with more of the AHSAA Super 7 after this network belt.
I don't wear seat belts. Might wrinkle my shirt.
That's
There. You happy?
just happy to be alive.
Break.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns. Locally set us and nobody.
I was one to help you. Follow me. Hey, if you'll have a seat right here.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap, and cheap tattoos ain't good.
Kindness that define us. At Alpha Insurance, we know that every day
country at Charles Road I-65. Set an appointment to come by 9 to 5 Monday through
is
Markham from the Department of Education to the field, along with 23 7A state championship runner-up is the Thompson Warrior. Give a warm welcome to Executive Director of the AHSAA, Alvin Briggs, state championship champions out of Central Phoenix City.
The 2020
CorePlastScienceFastmail.com.
Team fans can get AHSAA.
Media and LMG Advertising Agency, Lee Marketing Group offers a comprehensive approach for each comprehensive marketing solution.
This season, Jack's is cooking up 3 ways honey chicken southern fried classic. The Jack's Chicken.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Do-It Center of the job. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply have you covered.
Experience Supply.
Super 7, the Class 7A championship game that we had anticipated being a great battle. Well, it turned out to live up to the billing. 21-19, the final score. Central Phoenix City defeating Thompson. 46 left in the second period. Nothing. Also in the second period, Thompson responds with a 21-yard field goal from John McGuire with 6:55 remaining to cut the lead to 7-3. And then just before the half, Tristan Williams scores again with 3:32 remaining. Thompson comes out on fire. They score first with 10:27 left in the third period. 14-10 after an 18-yard pass from Trent Seaborn to Colbin Landry. And with 10 minutes remaining, McGuire from 29 yards out, after he catches for about 143 yards, got 73 yards on a reception from Drew Alford to make it a 21-13 lead to Landry. This time 36 yards out, cut it to 21-19. And stats from the first from the ball game tonight. Your game MVP, he is your game's most valuable player. Passing for Williams, the game's leading rusher with 125 on 18 carries for the Red Devils. So that is your Central Phoenix City game comparison there from the stat sheet. On the other side, Thompson, Trent Seaborn, again, a very good effort for the Thompson Warriors. A.J. Green led them in rushing, 22 carries for 69 yards. And the passing, you look at a very balanced passing attack, 58 yards for Landry and those 2 touchdowns. Deuce Oliver had 52 yards on 5. Again, big win tonight for Central Phoenix at night to kick off.
On the last-second field goal the very next day, Montgomery Catholic took a 16-0 lead on 5. And every game that week kind of felt close. So normally when you have a good start like this, no doubt about that. So they all kind of saw this, and it's going to be a fun week. You know, I said it earlier. We looked at the matchups for this week. There's a couple of games that if some certain things happen, there's some games that maybe could get away from certain teams.
Network, but that'll wrap it up for us. Game starting up tomorrow morning at 11. Our pregame starts at 10:30. That will be
Christian Champs Ramsey to
AHSAA Radio Network. We'll see you tomorrow morning with more
AHSAA Super 7 after this network break.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
Rent or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible
When we started this journey for the 10th anniversary season of the Friday Night Network back in August with Media Days, we weren't sure that we would see week 1 of the 2020 high school football season. We didn't think we would initially make it to week 4 of the high school football season once we got started, but here we are, Thanksgiving weekend, taking a moment to pause and think of the things that we are thankful for, and there are many in spite of all of the challenges and travails that have been 2020. And here we sit on semifinal night for the AHSAA high school playoff. We have a good one tonight, and Attala as the Etowah Blue Devils will play host to the Gordo Green Wave. Hello everyone, I'm Grady Sapp alongside the coach Eddie Bullock as we get set to wrap up the 10th anniversary season of the Friday Night Network. And Coach, we really didn't know if we would have a season, let alone playoffs, and here we are getting ready to send somebody to Tuscaloosa to play for a state championship.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's just thankful to be here, you know, with considering the conditions, you know, with COVID and all, and it's just thankful to be here today to see some more football.
We are indeed, and we think it'll be a good matchup with the Etowah Blue Devils and the Gordo Green Wave. But I do want to remind you, as we get started with the pregame, the countdown to kickoff show, you can watch this free. But when it comes time for the kickoff of this ball game, if you want to watch this, you can see on your screen right there, you have got to subscribe there to nfhsnetwork.com/affiliates/ and that will give you access to a lot of great high school football. So subscribe if you want to watch Etowah and Gordo coming up. As we head to our first break of the night, we're going to take a look back at what was an epic battle last Friday night on the Creek Bank as AHSAA and Fife matched up in the 3A quarterfinal round. With Rowell, now here's Stifle. Now Rowell's going to run it wide, trying to get the edge. And he's got a hold. There goes Rowell, and he'll be forced out of bounds by Eli Enos. Nope, fake it to Dukes, looking to put it in the air. Rowell drops back. He's got time. Now he runs out of time. Now he's going to fire downfield. He's got a man down there. Caught! And out of bounds. First and goal. Operating. Oh, that's Rowell. Drops the snap. Now he's going to lunge forward and walk it in. Fife draws first blood. Let it drop. Out of Pesnell. Fake it to him. And now fired over the middle. Got a man out there and tipped away. Stifled. Rowell's got it. Going to fake it. Now he's going to run it himself right up the middle. Ike Rowell in the clear. Here comes Ike Rowell. He's across the 40. He's across midfield. Ike Rowell is going to go the distance unless Fuller can run him down. He can't. Touchdown, Fife, and just like that, the Red Devils are up double digits. Wow. And here is Enos going to roll right. He's going to look to put it up. He's going to fire it out over the head of Pesnell. Had him out of the back. I'll fake it. He's looking to put the ball in the air. Fires it over the middle. Got a man caught. Rowell going to drop back. Looks to throw it up in the air. Baswell jumped on him, and he finds his man. That's Stifle. Touchdown, Red Devils. Enos going to drop back. Looks like he's going to run. Instead, he's hit. Breaks that tackle. Eli Enos trying to get it loose. He's across the 45, across midfield. Eli Enos is inside the 35, on his feet to the 34, down near the 33-yard line. Here's Enos going to run it wide. Eli Enos cutting it up. He's in. Touchdown, Indians. Rowell's going to fake it to Gilliland, looks to put it up, he drops back, he's got time, he's got nobody, now he's going to tuck it, and he's got an open field. Ike Rowell is going to be inside the 15.
Awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
Ran the halfback pass on 4th down, and I think he may be short. They got it out to Eli Enos. Just short of the first down. Fife will take over with 3:20 to go. They try.
Gotta have a ring first. Remember, she has to say yes to the ring before she says yes to the dress. Riverside just makes it better.